Hello, everyone. I'm Phalanges.
I'm Dasherzigle.
And I'm Basyl.
And welcome to Mousecast. We got a special guest this week, Basyl from LockOn, the founder. Subscribe. We do this every week. Discord link in the description below. DM me if you want to be a good guest. That's how Basyl actually found us. He reached out to Daz, so thank you for that. And makes our life a lot easier instead of like, I wonder if I should reach out to this person.
Yeah, of course.
Gentlemen, how about starting with Basyl? What's on your desk right now?
For the mouse pad, I have an unreleased cloth pad. Just been working on it. So I guess we could maybe talk about that later. And then for the mouse, I have my trusty Vaxi XE V2.
Nice. What color?
It's black. I'm basic. Although the new green for like their newest one, the NPO1S, I need that green.
Yeah. How about Daz?
For some reason, I have a Prophecy Scream at the moment. I bought a set of 3 Finalmouse. So
you have to explain that.
I got a Prophecy Scream, Asu, and the Guardian Lion for like $300. So that's
one for each finger.
And I have a Frostlord, all of which I'm in the market to be not in the market for. So I'm trying to offload them now.
Huh.
But anyway, I really was just looking for some QC. I have this going to blur and not show well. Odyssey, obviously, from LockOn.
Oh, yeah.
Had to have that. What keyboard do I have right now? Made 68 Ultra V2. I believe that's unreleased from MailGeek. So very nice.
Oh.
At least the last time I checked, the webpage wasn't up, but now it is.
This guy? Okay.
That guy. Yep. It must be
these made keyboards have like industry leading click button latency, and people highly regard them, but I don't know, personally I don't really. Oh, gaskets, baby. Look at that.
It has like the
suspension.
flip King of Magnetic switch in it too, which is really nice. It sounds and feels really nice, at least for what I like it is. But I unfortunately got the silver case transparent keycap one, which is not the one that I was hoping for after communicating, but that's okay. It's still very, very nice. So I can't really complain at all.
On my desk, I have Boardsy's Sim Pro 3 with whatever skates those are, Schwamper. I have a Matrova Breeze V1 for all the haters. And I have still the Zainu Y75 because that's not going to change. But talking about Finalmouse that I'm totally just going to resell, I got a real gross, goobered up Zeus for $100.
Oh, nice.
Yep. Unfortunately, it has like really good QC, and I'm like, damn, should I just keep it? It's actually
all
really
3 of
nice.
these I just got actually have great QC. It's unbelievable. After a streak of like 6, none of which I still own. I typically just flip them, but like, yeah, I don't understand.
Mine's a small. What are yours?
The Asu and the Scream are both larges, actually, which is my favorite size. It's very comfortable. And then
I have the large
Guardian Line. Yeah, large is nice. The Frostlord I have also a large.
My QC was so bad, I had to open it up and fix it myself.
Yeah.
I still have it, but...
Well,
Guys,
guys,
the shell construction is just begging to creak.
Yeah, I have tape everywhere. You don't want to see mine.
well, guys,
Give it to my
they're
little cousin.
releasing a new mouse that we get to talk about later if you want to have the QC lottery game continue. All right, let's go on to the friggin'. Okay, Basyl, tell us about yourself. Tell you about. No, who are you? What's LockOn? What got you into gaming peripherals? All that good stuff.
Yeah, of course. So my name is Basyl. I've been interested in peripherals for like a long time. I think I got into it in, I want to say like 2014, 2015. I specifically remember like what got me into. I used to have like a Logitech G902, I think it was. I think everybody had one at some point. But it was like super heavy. It started double clicking. I was young at the time. And my mom's like, okay, here's some money, go and buy something. And like, I'm like, okay, you know what? Let me do my research, not just buy whatever, right? I did my research, and I think it was like the G302 just came out at the time or something. And I went in and I got it, and man, Overwatch had just came out, and dude, my aim scores went crazy from like going from like such a big mouse to like something so small. And I remember after that, I was like, okay, well, clearly like this matters, right? Like I switched to this shape, but then it wasn't comfortable at all for me though. Like I played better on it, but it wasn't very comfortable. So yeah, I started watching like Rocket Jump Ninja's videos and stuff like that. I think he was like really the only person making videos at the time.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was practically just like started my collection then. So anytime something new would come out, I would watch his videos, talk to like a few people, and I would just try stuff out. I mean, that's a little bit about like how I got into it. I wasn't really like into like the community in the sense that I didn't really interact with people. It was kind of just like a collection or a hobby of mine. So I tried like over like 100 like mouse pads or something, I'd say, like maybe more. But I think it was around like 2023 when I'm like glass pads were out, but like I just didn't like speed glass pads personally, and most of them were like on the faster side, and I'm like, I really wish there was like a controlled version, like something controlled. And I'm like, honestly, I've been like business minded too in my personal life, so I'm like, you know what does it take to like do this, right? So I actually reached out to Toons from Padsmith, and man, I can't give enough shout out to him. Like he literally just helped me do practically everything. He like sat down and talked to me. He explained to me like how it works, how to do it, and he's like, hey, this is like, you know, kind of like the numbers look like, this is what you can expect. And he like kind of broke it all down, and I'm like, okay, cool. And ever since then, I was just like, hey, let's try to make this work, or at least let's create stuff that I'm interested in, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like there's a lot more to cover, but did you guys have any specific questions?
Yeah. Sure. Easy one. Where does the LockOn name and logo come from?
It's really not like exciting. I was just like thinking FPS gaming, you know, like you're locked on to someone. It's nothing, Loki, it's nothing more than that. It's just like, you know, you're locked on.
It's a good name though.
It
Yeah,
is.
I wanted to keep it like, because I was very much so like thinking about like doing something like, I guess like with more meaning towards myself, you know, like other companies like Padsmith is pretty like on the nose as well, but like, you know, you have like So Cool Gaming or like, you know, whatever, G Wolves or whatever it is, right? Like I was thinking about that, but I'm like, honestly, I feel like just having the brand more like concentrated with the name to like gaming just makes.
Yeah, reminds me.
And
of
then the
like
logo was like something we made. Sorry, like
Mhm.
I just made it on Photoshop.
It's also very appropriate. Like I like it. I have no complaints.
I'm glad, because I was like this close to rebranding. If you had said anything else,
Really?
if you had said anything else, I'm rebranding. I'm rebranding to Dazon.
The Harut has like that art has stuck with me. I'm not a glass pad person, but I can actually recognize a Harut when I see one.
Oh, I bought that
Are we
pad for
saying-
the art purely. And
Are we
then I
saying
was
it right?
good
Is it
to
Harut?
try it.
Yeah, it's Harut.
Okay. What does Harut mean?
It's
Angels
like,
of the Quran?
yeah, so we wanted to what's it called, have like some sort of like cool tie-in, like the like art of Harut, if you go look at it, is what's it called, like magical and stuff. I wanted it to like feel like it was like almost like pulling you in, and like I always feel like art looks better when there's like some sort of a story. So obviously like there's no like actual story. I remember there was like the whole drama that went on back in the day, like earlier last year, but
What was
we
it?
named
Yeah.
it,
Or feel free to
like
not talk
some of
about it.
the, I mean, I don't mind, because it was more so like annoying for me just because like people were like blowing it out of proportion. But
What
people
was
were
it?
probably-
I'm out of the loop.
I'm aware. There was a Reddit post, and then like Twitter was going off for like a couple days. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I'm Muslim, and the Harut and like another pad Marut, or not pad but character Marut, is like a like in the Quran, and it's also biblical too. These are like, they're just different angels in the Bible, but they're like angels of like in the Babylonian times, and they just have their own story. They're like the angels of like kind of like temptation, right? So
Okay.
when I made the art of Harut, I'm like, I need a story. What's a cool story? Well, like I wanted to grab like temptation. That was like the idea behind the design, right? So the girl is like there, she's staring at the circle, but like, you know, she's not like reaching out for it or anything like that, right? I didn't want her to like, but she's like basking in it, almost as if like, holy crap. Like that was like the idea. It was supposed to like capture that. And so I thought it was fitting to name it Harut, because it's like, that's kind of like the idea that inspired it. But I think the controversy was just that some people thought I was like literally depicting like religious things, but like I don't understand how you can come to that conclusion, because like, first of all, like why would I even do that? And you wouldn't find anything on the Harut like within any religious book or anything, because it's not religious. Like my artist is like Taiwanese, like he came up with the design. I literally just told him like the idea, and like, oh, I want people to feel like temptation. I want them to feel like what it feels like to like almost have power but not really like be able to get it. That's what I told him, and he came up with this design, and I thought it was beautiful. So
It's actually a really cool backstory. Yeah. I really like the swords as well that are just sort of sticking out.
Yeah, those were his ideas too. Actually, initially because I had told him about like the story and stuff, he did the research, and he's like, oh, why don't we put crosses? And I actually have a sketch of him like using them as like crosses first on the ground. And I told him, I'm like, I don't think it's good to like make it like political or religious like that. Why don't we switch to swords? And he's like, sure. So like kind of like the opposite.
Gives me like Keyblade Graveyard vibes as well from Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I think at the time, like, oh, sorry. I didn't mean
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say at the time, like, not many people were doing, like, proper art. I think it was, like, Pat Smith was, like, the only art personally that I liked at the time. Most of it was, like, you know, like, no offense, but, like, anime girls and stuff. So, like, I wanted to bring, like, something that, like, people could see and be like, oh, I would love to have that on my desk. I mean, like, at least my desk, I don't know about you guys, but I try to like make it look nice. I work remote some days and stuff, you know, I got my whole setup. So I'm like, you know, maybe people would appreciate like having their setup look good. So that's kind of what drove me to like doing such a big illustration.
Oh yeah, I've gone on multiple rants about art, and then luckily I've run across a handful of pads lately that have had art that was, in my opinion, more tasteful. So including this.
Yeah.
Including Odyssey. Yeah.
Thank you. And personally, like I have like so many different like artistic visions and stuff that I want to explore. But like it's such a balance between like what I like versus what I think people like. Even Harut and the Odyssey, like I would love to explore more like realistic style designs, and I can actually send you one on Discord if you want to look at it. But like I haven't explored it because I'm like, it's just, will people buy it? Because as much as people want to say they don't like weeb designs, like that's like the first thing that like sells out, you know what I mean? So like I had to keep it somewhat in the vein of like anime. So I mean, you can see that kind of vibe, and the real inspiration was League of Legends splash arts. That's how we found our artist to begin with. He did splash arts for like League and stuff, and he was like good at doing that kind of style. So we're like, that's a style that we like, and it's like super like detailed and like it stands out. But
that is wicked. Oh. So would you put like a community poll to vote on an art design, or is that a bad idea?
No, I think that would actually be a great idea. The only problem is we work on our designs for like literally like 5-6 months. Like I am very nitpicky, and our artist, like bless him, he's like really good, but he's like he's very much so like takes my word to make the design, if that makes sense, in the sense that like he'll constantly come to me for like revisions and asking me like what I want, which I love because then I can go my way. But it also means that like, oh, maybe he'll do something, like for example, like he added the crosses, but I'm like, oh no, let's switch them to swords and stuff. It's very much so like give and go. So like I feel like our designs take a while to come to like life, so it's like hard to be like, hey, which design would the community like, because that would mean that we'd have to flush out multiple designs and then have people vote, which then is just hard for my artist because he doesn't have like all the time to just work on us. He's like in school and all that. So I guess like asking for an idea would be cool. Like what idea would you guys like to see?
Of course.
I also think you're doing a pretty good job, so.
Thank you. We did have a failed design though. It was like a really cool idea, but actually I can show you guys. Why not? Let's just leak some stuff. It's not gonna come out, so
Oh,
I
cool.
sent it in the
Okay,
chat, so I can explain this design if you guys want.
Okay, yep, I'm bringing it up. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Okay, hang on, let me...
And then this is another design you can ignore.
Let
The
me
first
see.
one is the failed design that we scrapped.
I'm bringing them up. Sorry, just want to put them in a... Yeah, this works.
So this design... Oh, wait, that looks like my dog. That was crazy. I literally...
Yeah, that
almost
was
thought-
my dog. I guess I failed. Okay, there we go. So first one here. What do we call
Yeah,
this?
so this first one is like a failed design. This was before we like found our current artist, and this artist was like just making a render of like what we thought. The idea was that I wanted to have a design where you could flip it and it would be a different illustration based on how you are. If you look at it like this, you mainly look at the tree and the night is like alive. If you flip it, the night's dead and your eyes automatically focus on what's upright. So like you focus more on like the night being like dead, and then like there's like a... Yeah, I should have sent both versions, but but pretty much it didn't work out because no matter what we did, the dark side didn't look cool at all. So like if we brightened it too much, like it would just ruin the balance. And then if we didn't brighten it enough, then it's like, why would anybody want it in this way? You know what I mean? And obviously this is not flushed out at all or anything, but like I was just like, I thought it was cool, worked on it for like 3 months, and then I'm like, no, I can't do that. Scrap it. Yeah.
Dude, I think that is actually really cool.
For what it's worth, I really like it. Yeah.
Thank you. Maybe I'll flush it out.
Yeah. I definitely would use it this way.
Yeah. That was my idea. I'm like, even if I make both sides look cool, I feel like people would just prefer this side just because it stands out a lot more. So it's like, then that defeats the purpose. Why flush out the opposite side if like people aren't really gonna, use it like that?
Yeah. How about this other one?
This other one's just like, it's like realistic art. I was thinking about like doing something that's more like, actual. Well, this is on our cloth pad. This was just a sample. This is a random picture. But
Okay.
for like a glass pad, the idea was like, condensation, which fits glass, but not really cloth. But and then just, an actual flower, something more realistic.
Gotcha. So you think you might explore different like art styles potentially? Because the first two are very like cohesive, sort of. But yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You have the same character, right?
I mean, I want to. It's just more so like, what do I think? That's what I meant by like the balance. Like, if I release the flower design, I love the flower.
You still have a flower.
I use that cloth pad often just because it's like more minimalistic, and like my wife likes it, so she always compliments and stuff. But at the same time, my wife's not buying these fads. Gamers aren't buying these fads, so it's
gamers want anime titties. Yeah.
Oh hell yeah! Between that flower, if I put them 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I think it was the Odyssey video I just made that I was talking about how important art is on any pad these days, just to differentiate and catch people's attention, and really art and pad size are what I'm looking at. I mean, obviously surface performance matters a ton, but
yeah. I mean, I think that's where we kind of tried to make our nudge our way in, but it's hard. A lot of competition.
So on the subject of surfaces, have you visited like manufacturers facilities or anything? Like, what's the selection process for finding a surface?
Yeah, so that kind of differs between cloth and glass, I guess. But for first, I haven't been able to go to any suppliers yet. I really wanted to go to China. It's just hard. My current job just doesn't like give me that much PTO, so to find the time to go and then also convince my wife, hey, why don't we, take our PTO to go to China to see some factories versus like, wherever we want to go on vacation. It's kind of hard, but that's besides the point. In general, picking out a surface is kind of like the factories usually have like some sort of samples, kind of like a catalog maybe, but not really as big as a catalog. They'll have samples and then you can ask them, be like, hey, I'm thinking about making so-and-so like a speed glass pad. What's like the fastest speed glass pad you have, right? They'll send you out like a sample, you can try it, and then after that, you can work with them to like change it up and like, oh, the sample you gave me was like too smooth. Can I add some texture? Can I increase the, surface etching of it? Like, can I introduce more etching to make it rougher? And so on. You just adjust it from there.
Okay.
What have you done?
Thanks. This is Nova. Daz, are there any questions standing out that you want to ask?
I was like entranced in the video for some reason, just staring at Jake Paul.
Well, that's good.
Face for some reason.
Retention gameplay from Jake Paul Alt Customs.
So yeah, I wanted to talk about, and I'm not sure how much you want to talk about it, margins on pad types for like profitability of glass versus cloth and like how that plays out.
Yeah. I mean, I'm an open book. You guys can ask me anything. I'm kind of really just doing this for fun. If it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, really, this whole brand is just an excuse for me to make pads I like and then hopefully sell them out to some other people that also like them. And I'm trying to bring stuff that, that's not already out there. Maybe there's like one or two people that are like, I've been waiting for this. And I'll be like, okay, great. But in terms of margins, that's also why glass is easier. You've probably seen a lot of glass because margin is fairly good on, well, yeah, it's definitely better than cloth, but the biggest reason is probably just like production speed as well as like reliability. Like the only reason we haven't released a cloth pad, like I swear that cloth sample I sent you guys, I've had that since like middle of 2025. Like it's been literally almost a year and I've iterated over it, changed like the weave, the fabric, the temperature that we do the dye sub like printing, and like I just haven't been like happy with it. And even now that I have a sample that I'm really happy with, it's like, ooh, the factory has to be able to reproduce it on 1,000 units. And for cloth, that is just harder than glass. For glass, it's like for the most part, the batch will all be the exact same, right? Like you may have like maybe the factory like messes up between like batches, like
right,
like after a year or something, which is genuine concern for both the consumer and the manufacturer, or like us. But
Skypads had that happen potentially.
Yeah, and that's like something that you can't do, right? Like if you're going to a factory in China, it's just like something that might happen. Of course, you just have to develop that like relationship with them and be like, like, hey, can you make sure you have the same tuning and all that stuff, avoid contamination and all that. But besides that, for glass, for the most part, it's fairly consistent, right? You can make an order for a glass and they can churn out like all the glass pads in like 2 months or something. Then like really shipping and stuff is the hard part, or like creating the boxes, the packaging, that's what takes longer. Actual production of the glass really doesn't take that long once they've got the tuning right for your surface.
It's interesting. And we've heard about people getting screwed over. Even something as simple as on a cloth pad, 10 to X with the logo on the Jade Fire. And he did like a $15 refund or whatever it was. That probably either totally eliminated his margin or made him lose money.
Yeah, 100%. Even Padsmith back in the day, they had the issue with their, I think, second release of Empress where the backing wasn't like laid properly, so there's like bubbles, and it's like that's like the consumer's not going to be happy, so he's going to have to do like, you know, refunds or like sales for those. I wonder if you'd see that on the website, but yeah, it's definitely a risk. But like at the same time, as much as, you know, we'd like to like have our own factory or something, like they make this possible, so like it's obviously not a complaint. It's more so just like a communication thing, you know, making sure you trust them. And that's why I really want to go, because once you go there, I feel like you can build more of that trust with the factory.
Okay.
Are there
Sorry,
any?
I don't know if I answered your question.
I think it was about margins.
You got it.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Are there any innovations left in mouse pads, or is everything just iterative or just artwork now?
I mean, it depends if you're a cynical person, I guess, because if you asked like anybody, maybe like 5 years ago, when sky pads were out, you would think glass pads were shit. You would think nobody's ever gonna actually use this. It's not like possible. But like obviously, in the last like 4 years, we have like genuinely incredible glass pads, but yet pros still aren't using it. I firmly believe that like maybe a pro will pick up like the polarity, like an absolutely amazing balanced glass pad at some point, and then they're the ones that are playing the game 18 hours a day, right? So if anybody can like quote unquote master it, then it's gonna be somebody like that, and then then maybe we'll see like an even more growth. But to answer the question, I like cynically, you'd be like, oh yeah, there's no innovation happening, but at the same time, like you just don't know until something happens, right? Like even for cloth mouse pads, the edgeless design, like nobody would have thought that would have made such a big difference. But I personally think comfort-wise, it's like insane. It's like a 9-day difference. I don't think I can use the regular stitching after trying edgeless myself, not with my hairy ass arms. So we'll see.
So what's do we want to? Yeah, sure. So what's next for LockOn? And I guess this is a good time to talk about Odyssey.
Yeah, so with the Odyssey, I've said this like a couple of times, at least to the people in our Discord, because it's like hard, right? Like when you like market something, it's so easy to just market it with like marketing mumbo jumbo. Like if you read that a lot of that in my upper part is like marketing mumbo jumbo. You gotta do it for consumers, you know, try to like give them a sense of like, oh, why is this special? But at the end of the day, it's like a lot of people in this actual scene know it's like very minute differences, but those differences aren't the differences that people talk about. Like, if I'm going to be perfectly honest, what makes the Odyssey special, in my opinion, is the texturing on it, like the textural feedback you get. Like, I personally love texture, and I like the feedback you can get, and I like the little bit of control you can get, like the stopping power. So, there's other pads out there, like the SP004 and the SP005 that have good texture, and they're fairly fast, but I wanted to do more than that, and I'm like, okay, let's experiment with even more texture. And personally, I really liked it. So that's what I made, right? So the Odyssey is for people who really like texture and they want that like uncoated glass feel, right? But then the reality is it being uncoated comes with cons, right? Like you feel more of the texture because there's no coating, but at the cost of slightly worse like moisture, like resistance and stuff like that. So it's like if you have a conversation like that, it's like, ooh, why would I get your pad? You know what I mean? But that's reality. Like I'm not gonna market the Odyssey like, oh, fuck all those cloth pads, or not cloth pads, like coated pads. Coatings are garbage. You know what I mean? Like I don't like doing like that kind of stuff. So if you see over at my Discord, I'm pretty like honest about what it is that we're making.
Okay, so what's next for LockOn then after Odyssey?
Yeah, well, I wanted to explore something even more controlled for myself, obviously. But I think like speed pads. I talked to Tech before too, and he's working on a speed pad. And I feel like there's just a lot of companies working on speed glass mouse pads. I mean, I mentioned this like quite a few times already, but it's really a balance between like what I want versus what people will buy. But at the same time, like, I don't care. I just make something like I would like. So I want something even more controlled than her. So that's what I'm working on next.
Cool. Okay.
I
Have
think
you ever
had
had?
a experience flanges with more controlled glass recently, which is like some people don't even believe that exists. People just think all
Yeah.
glass is glass, but like it's night and day.
It's doable. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it is.
doable.
Yeah, what was the name of the one you gave me again?
Skidira pad. and
Yeah.
glass pad.
Yeah, it's nice. I honestly would use it more if Scud. I'm glad they blur mature content. That would have been awkward. Yeah, it's nice.
That image is sick, by the way. I don't know. You guys probably can't see blood, but I love that piece by Kroya.
Oh.
It's blood. It's not like
Oh, okay. Titties.
nudity or anything. Yeah, it's not.
Damn.
But I don't know if you can show that on YouTube. But look at it
Yeah.
afterwards. It's
Okay.
really cool
Cool.
image.
Yeah, I'm a talented person. Okay. Have you ever had a product that you wanted to develop or artwork or something, but you knew it wouldn't be successful? So you like, where do you draw that line?
Yeah, I think for me, that mainly comes art-wise. Finding art that I think that people will resonate with, and like we talked about this a little earlier, but there's a lot of different art things like I wanted to explore, but I just couldn't. I didn't think that people would like it, or at least if people did like it, it might be like just me. Like for example, I love the Dark Souls aesthetic. I think it's very cool. I know there's probably a lot of people that resonate with that, but will customers resonate with that? And that's like, personally, I'm not over that edge yet. I don't know how that would do in the broad. And we're not just talking about like US customers, right? Like if we're just talking about US customers, that's perfectly fine. I think it might actually do decent, but we have retailers, in Japan, South Korea, and who knows, like in those markets, if people will appreciate that more gritty art style. So it's usually an art thing.
I guess that raises the question: how many units did you produce of both of these mouse pads?
Yeah, for Harut and Odyssey, it was about the same. It's like 1,000 units worldwide,
Okay.
and about like 600 of those are international across like our various retailers. So
Okay.
like maybe 100 to Max Gaming, 100 to Rabbito, and across that. And then the last 400 we pick up in our US shop for Americans.
Gotcha.
This might be, if you can't answer this, that's fine. But if a glass pad is $100, could you break down roughly how much money goes to different parts of the business, like material cost, shipping cost, retailer fees?
Yeah, of course. So without going into like specific numbers, because that really depends, like on the factory, the materials you use, and like what like manufacturers you go for the box. You know what I mean? Like you can go for like a cheaper manufacturer of a box who might cost less than something else. Or for example, Tentax, they go to like the big vault. What are they called? The Vaultax, I think. That's probably costs like a lot more than my packaging, for example, right? So it kind of depends, obviously, brand to brand and factory to factory. But for the most part, I feel like I actually put my numbers at like fairly conservative, in the sense that like of course I'm making money. Like I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh my gosh, like I'm not making money, right? But like I wouldn't say my numbers are that like comfortable. And so for the most part, I would say like if a pad costs $100, you could say that roughly 50% of that cost will add up to your manufacturing costs, and that'll include your actual factory production costs. That's going to include your like for example, we include skates, so money towards x-ray pads to put in skates. We like make those coins, so to like an outsourcing, like a factory in China that makes those coins. Like the whole packaging, practically getting an Odyssey made, produced in a box, packaged, and like ready to ship out is probably 50% of the cost. And then the shipping is probably like another 20%. And so then what is that, like roughly 70? Then the margin is that last like 40%. So it's like around, if like that's very obviously rough.
How much do retailers take? I know it's going to vary, but is it 5-10%?
Yeah, so with the way retailers work, it's like a little different. So like we kind of sell to retailers, and I don't know how other companies do it, but at least what I do, and well, Toons is the one that helped me like obviously figure this stuff out, right? The way he helped me understand it, I should say, is I sell the product to them as if they were a customer. So I just sell it to them for less, and then they just consider their margins as well. So, for example, if we have the 100% model and 50% is the cost, right? So 50, we'll just do numbers instead of percentages. I'm selling the pad at $100. $50 is what it's going to cost me to completely produce it and ship it and all that stuff, right? Well, I can't sell it to the retailer for like $100. He's not going to make any money. I can't sell it to them for $50 because I'm not going to make any money. And usually that number is around like 60 to 65, because at the end of the day, I'm still making like $10, let's say, right, off of that manufacturer, and they're happy and they're growing my brand and like carrying our product, and then they get that other the overhead of it. And that's obviously like rough, right? Different retailers are different.
Yeah, that's
you
really
can ship all of the pads at once, or like in larger batches, obviously, to like the retailer, whereas they're sending out individually to customers, so that costs them more to ship.
Yeah. And also import fees and stuff. Like there's just like, I think sometimes like I haven't seen the conversations a lot. I think I've mentioned to you guys before we started, but I haven't been able to, unfortunately, like pay attention too much to like the community or the scene. Just been so busy with like my full-time job and my wife and stuff. But what was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought. Oh, my point was that I feel like a lot of people underestimate like the cost sometimes of this stuff. Of course, this business is a profit. That's why we're seeing so many new businesses, right? Like if it wasn't, you wouldn't see so many new brands like pop up. But at the same time, the cost like adds up, and really the cost adds up when you put like time and effort into it. When you do something like Azar is doing for 10 to X, where you're making the Voltex, that's probably like another 20%, right? So his margins are even less. Or when you're doing something like doing more for consumers or customers, or even like let's say you chose to like do expedited shipping to your warehouse. That's the difference between like $5 shipping per pad and like $10 shipping per pad, right? Like if you choose to like get it sooner to your warehouse and stuff like that. And obviously tariffs and stuff too now, so.
Are there any plans to expand LockOn to other products like sleeves or skates or even a mouse?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely want to do a mouse one day. That's like my dream to begin with. Like when I've been a part of this scene, I've mainly been into mice. I really only got into mouse pads because like we talked about earlier, it's just like easier to get into. So it's like a good way to like build the brand, I guess. But like ideally I would like to make a mouse, but it's like so much harder to like it's such a production nightmare. I would ideally like to work with somebody to do that, but I've just been so busy, man. It's hard life out here doing this alone, practically.
So in that regard, are there other mouse pad brands or people that you talk to?
Yeah, I can like give a big shout out to like Toons, Tekasai, Azar from 10 to X. All these people are super cool. I've only met Tech from Tekasai in real life, but everybody else I've talked to like multiple times, and usually I'll just reach out like, hey, I have a question. I have this sample and it feels like this. What can I do? What do you recommend? Or just as simple as like, what do you guys got going on so I don't step on your toes? Accidentally both release at the same time or something like that. But,
really?
All these guys are great. Well, I only do that because I'm kind of just like, I don't want to step on anybody's toes, but
Do you think you'll ever expand the mouse pads in size? That was phrased poorly. Will you go larger than 490 by 420?
I will. Yeah, that's. I definitely want to. I personally myself prefer 500 by 500, but
Okay.
it's
Shipping costs is one of those.
it's shipping costs is one of them. Then it's the production cost of the box. Actually, is the second big one.
Okay.
Yeah, because the boxes, factories will buy these boxes, like that standard 449 by 420 size.
Yeah.
And when you change that, then when you go to the box manufacturer, they're like, "Ooh, this is not something like, unless you make a really big order, this is not something they usually have like in stock." Like, the box cost goes up because of that.
What you're saying is everybody needs to only make 500 by 500 pads.
Yeah, exactly. That would cut down on costs a lot, because for the actual glass, of course, it's a little more, but it's really like not that much more for the actual production.
Okay. That's something I've never heard before. That's fascinating. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, at least that's what I found. I'm not sure if other people have a different experience, but the damn package manufacturers, when I went to them, I'm like, "Hey, what's it gonna cost to make a 500 by 500 box? And what's it gonna cost to make a 490 by 420 box?" And they're like, "This is the difference." And I'm like, "Oh, well, not doing that yet."
No, that makes sense. Yeah. What is your favorite mouse pad and mouse of all time?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Not
Dude,
even like what you made now. The favorite.
Yeah, I'm not gonna include myself. That's like no way. For favorite mouse, man, I've been into mice for a long time. Should I choose like the mouse I've used the longest? I guess.
Sure. I think favorite's a tough.
Yeah, favorite's a tough. Well, I guess to answer it like this, I haven't used the same mouse for more than 3 months for the last 8 years. I think I haven't been on like the same mouse for more than like 3. Like, I'm not even kidding. I find myself buying the stupidest shit for no reason. I'm gonna be like a lot of you guys, and I'm not a reviewer, so I don't get sent out, some stuff. It's just I just got my wife's like, dude, when I got married like last year, and bro, when she saw my collection, I didn't tell her about any of this. She didn't know like I was into mice. She didn't know I was into mouse pads, And she like saw it and she's like, "What is this weird fetish? Like, what do you do with these?" Yeah. I'm like, "I play games." She's like, "You only need to plug one in." But the mouse I used the longest was the G Pro Super. Okay. I was on it for like, I think I comfortably used it for 4 months before I'm like, "Ooh, this new toy." So I guess I could say that. And then for mouse pads, my absolute like favorite, not even like a pad that I was like great on or that I loved, was the Esports Tiger. What's it, EBA? Dude, I don't know what it is about that
this
pad,
guy.
but the art was so cool. And I don't know if you guys have tried this, but the texture on the pad like is so nice. Like, it's so rough, but like I love this. I don't even know where it is now. It's probably in my closet somewhere, but it's like, if anybody else has used this pad, you guys will know the texture is so rough, but I love it. Like, it's so nice.
Dude, can you get with the ESP Tiger factory and have them make it in 500 by 500? ESP Tiger would be like such a goated brand if they just weren't so small.
Yeah. It's funny they have like the extra small size, not like extra small, but they have like the small size and then the normal size. Like, let's just kind of like, and they probably are the factory. Like, I haven't looked into them, but like, you know what I mean? Like, you guys can do this. It's you.
I'm pretty sure I read somewhere
Talk
that
to yourselves.
They do manufacture from other brands. They just have their in-house brand for direct-to-consumer sales or whatever.
Yeah.
Are they 450 by 400? Is that what it is, right?
480 by 400.
480 by 400, okay. Which seems like not a big deal, but then in practice it ends up being a big deal.
Yeah, I think the vertical space for me is the biggest deal. Like, I need 450 probably in the vertical at least. Well, not at least.
I lose it horizontally. That's interesting. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. For me, horizontally is not a problem. I play on low sense, but like, I guess it's depends on your aiming style. Like I reset often enough that I don't ever reach the edge. But vertically, it affects like the way your arm sits on the desk. Because if you pull the edge all the way to the edge of your desk, then you lose a lot of vertical space. And then if you move the mouse pad up off of the edge, then if the edging isn't good, like if the stitching isn't good, then that starts irritating your arm. So
yep, I fought this battle many times. Yep.
Yeah. Watch, and my next cloth pad is gonna be like 420. I'm gonna get a DM from you guys. You're gonna be like, we talked about this. What the fuck?
You said you just want to make products that you actually like. Yeah. ESP Tiger, dude, they have some unique stuff. Like the Blaze V3 is like the only colored Cordura pad that I know of.
Mm-hmm.
All right, one more question along those lines. What is your favorite mouse shape?
Oh, dude, I'm trying to figure that out for myself right now. I'm between my Vaxi XE V2 and then their NPO1S Ergo. I'm trying to figure out if I want a hump or not. That's my main. You think I would have figured it out by now, but I definitely know I need support. So that's why I need something with like a higher hump. But I don't know if I like the actual pocket of my palm being filled or not.
Right, like more mid hump or more back bias. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. Or even for example, even like the Ninjutsu 10 Air and the G Pro Superlight, they're both mid humps, but the hump goes far back enough and it doesn't slope down fast enough, so you feel it in the center of the palm of your hand. A lot of people like that because you can pinch your thumb and your pinky side. If you guys could see my webcam, it would be easier. But you can pinch that, and then it locks you in. But then you lose a lot of like agility, mobility there, versus like something like a FK style mouse, like the XE, right, where like it's just high, but then it slopes down right away. So I'm trying to figure that out for myself. What about you guys?
Oh, I'm a OP1 for life. That's the best.
Yeah, I wish my hands are too big for it, unfortunately. I did like it though.
I'm 19 by 10, so I'm like right on the borderline, but it just works. Yeah, I mean, there's a billion different shapes that work pretty darn well. Like
large.
Of
course. I mean, I'm a big believer that like none of this shit matters, man. Like, I'm being honest. Like, if you took a random dude and you gave him any mouse from like this year and any mouse pad, literally pick a random combination, and they didn't think about it, they could become like, they would reach 70 or 80% of their like capabilities.
At least.
At least because like all my friends, they know I'm into this stuff, but like they still don't, like it didn't affect them like it affected me when I got my G302, you know what I mean? And that's kind of like the hard part about this space. It's like, it's not about like what I want to build, it's about how can I bring people in. That's kind of like the big question that I've been trying to solve, is because I can make you guys and other enthusiasts as happy as I want, but like I really want to bring more people into the hobby. That's why I keep trying to focus on newcomers. Like you'll see with the Odyssey and the Harut, I focused a lot on that because like I just want people to feel like how I felt. But like I said, even with my friends, I gave them a Harut, they didn't even question it. They didn't like care that glass is faster. They didn't question that. They just took it, used it, and they're still like we're all like immortal, like around there, you know what I mean, in Valorant and stuff, and like they don't even question it.
Yeah, I do think it matters. Like, there are going to be people, really drastic differences. A large Ergo versus a fingertip G Wolves HSK, a glass pad versus a, I don't know, it's a control pad Type 99. Yeah. I do think there are like very far ends that can be different, but I know when I recommend like pads to people, I just say buy a hybrid, buy a control, buy a speed, buy a glass, get 4 pads, then whichever one you like. Let's say you focus on glass in particular. The range of different glass pads relative to those other 3, it's so narrow. Yeah. It doesn't matter.
To be clear, like I didn't mean like, oh, like obviously I'm not trying to be cynical. Not that nothing matters. If it didn't matter, then there wouldn't be a peripheral scene to begin with. I just meant more so in the sense that like if mentally we could stop focusing on it, the human body will adapt. I did medicine before I switched to my dev job, and like the human body is so good at adapting, like it's not even funny. Like even that extreme range, like speed to like type 99, some guy who's not worried about the difference in his head will get used to it. Like his hand motor skills will just get better on a glass mouse pad, and then his wrist motor skills will get better if he used the cloth pad. That's just what I meant.
Yeah.
A lot of my PRs and Kovacs come immediately after I switch a peripheral, like the first time.
You're more focused. Your brain is working harder, even subconsciously,
And I can get like 98% of my, like, I use Smoothbot's the scenario I do the most. I can score similarly on a Type 99 or like a Speed Glass Pad or a Raiden or a Zero. Like I can get there in like 3 or 4 runs. Like so,
that's what gets us hooked, man.
Gosh. You adjust.
I had a friend who just told me, I remember like back when I was looking for Endgame and I was like, so why do you keep buying all this stuff? And he was like, I just like trying different things. And that just clicked with me. And I was like, yeah, that's it. It's just fun to try different things.
Yep. I think that's a very healthy approach. And like for me, it's also a hobby. Like I like collecting this stuff. I like the art. I buy stuff even though I know I'm not going to like it. I bought the Beast just to support tech and because I like the design. I don't think I used it even for like 10 seconds. Not because it's not because of the pad itself. It's like, I'm sure it's a great pad, but I knew it wasn't for me because it's a speed pad, and I know I don't like speed pads personally. But I got it just to support the boy.
It's pretty based. Yeah. What's Tech like in real life?
He's cool. Yeah.
Is he like a super dork who won't shut up about mouse pads, or is he pretty normal?
I'm not gonna say that here. But he's very passionate. He is very passionate.
That's good. That's what. That's you know, when we talk to him, and really everyone we've talked to, just overwhelming amount of passion. You wouldn't be doing it otherwise. I mean, bro, this ain't your full-time job. This ain't paying your mortgage.
Oh yeah. It's barely paying me anything.
Yeah. Oh, who would we, if you could dream collab, team, other individual? Something outside of the mouse space, even, what would your dream collab be with for a pad?
The McDonald's pad.
McDonald's pad with the K-pop Demon Hunters design, and it comes with the nuggets too.
Put it in the kids' meals.
and then like the sauce or whatever.
Dipping sauce holders.
I mean, I'm gonna keep it in the mouse space because like if I got too absurd with it, it's like, oh yeah, you know, Liverpool Premier League mouse pad.
Yeah.
But I would love to work with like a mouse brand. HitScan, probably. I'm only saying that because like I feel like there'd be like they're a company that'd be willing. You know what I mean?
HitScan
like,
and
some
LockOn,
kind of like
your names too. Something there.
Yeah, exactly. More like
hit lock
gamer related.
Scan.
But I feel like doing some kind of like thing with them, like whether it's you know, we make a pad with them and then they like release a mouse with us or something like that. That'd be cool. Or actually no, I changed my mind. I know who it'd be. It'd be WLMouse. You know why? Because they have the sickest freaking art, and I would love to make art for one of their mice, even if I don't help develop the shape. If they're like, we're gonna make a LockOn mouse and you get to pick the colors and the design on it, hell yeah. That would be sick. That would definitely be a dream.
Yeah.
I remember when they first came out and they were offering like the custom designs. Bro, I'm so sad that didn't go through.
Like user submitted, like you could upload your
Yeah. When they first released, before their first design actually came out, their whole intention was that the user would get to make the design for their mouse, and they would make one, like, a personal mouse for every person.
That's nuts.
That's how it's coming out, but that failed.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
There's way too many people that I think submitted, and then they just released like their own designs.
Yeah, they're cool. Even some of the themes, like the Sword X, ignore the stupid ass skates that are on the back of it because it's like a sword going into a rock that's crumbling.
Yeah.
But it's still really cool. Even the PCB's a friggin' sword shape.
I love the aesthetic. I think they do such a cool job.
Yeah. They were going to be vaporware, and now they're an S tier mouse brand. I don't know. Do we want to ask? What advice do you have for someone who would want to start their own mouse brand?
I mean, I would probably give them the same advice that Teens gave me. You know, have a plan in mind, in the sense that like, do it for something that you'd be happy with, like advertising and like getting behind, right? Because I feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm talking out of my butt, but I feel like I've seen a bunch of pads come out from brands where I feel like there's like no life behind it. I don't know if that makes sense. It's like I'm not getting the idea of the pad from the art or their promotion or what they're selling about it. And I'm sure people and consumers might feel different. And maybe I'm in a different boat because I'm like trying to obviously develop my own products. But to me, it's like, if I can't get behind my product or like have a reason to make it, then it's like, why would people buy it, right? So I would say like have a vision and then just go for it. Like reach out to people like me, reach out to Tunes. There's so many. It's crazy because we're all technically competitors, right? So you wouldn't think that we would be helping each other out, but I've met some fantastic people in this community. So reach out to people, ask for help.
It's good advice. Okay, a couple personal questions. Are you able to tell us what you do for work?
Yeah. I'm a full-time dev, backend dev. I just my regular 9 to 5. Before that, I was in med school, but I dropped out.
Wow.
Said no to that. Yeah. And then I just do this on the side just for fun, really.
So how are you guys doing with AI adoption?
Oh my gosh, bro. My company loves it, but dude, I only get like $5 on Cloud a day.
Oh, really? Dang.
Yeah.
I've heard companies instituting like token limits per like 5-hour chunks now, which is we haven't had I've also dev not had that happen yet. So I mean, I'm at like 600% of my premium limit for the month on May 7th. So that's not cheap for the company.
But Loki, not to like get into this whole thing, but like productivity wise, bro, like, dude, it's so nice, bro. I'm not writing my own unit tests anymore, bro. Screw that. I'm waiting till my goddamn tokens are back up, and I'm getting Cloud to write my unit test.
Oh, dude, I haven't like written a story. Like, if there's a production issue, I can just like feed all of the information, and it can process like thread dumps. We're going way too deep here, but yeah.
I agree with you though. But
it's going a certain direction.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what I do for work, and then for LockOn, it's like takes up my other time. That's why I mentioned before, I've just been so busy, man. Like, I got married last year, got promotion at work, which is obviously amazing, but that started to take up more than 8 hours a day. And then it's just like, I get home and it's like, I just want to eat, rip like a CS game, watch the pit with my wife, and just chill.
Sorry, that clip made me laugh. So we didn't even talk about what games you play other than CS.
Yeah, I actually mainly just play tac shooters. I'll play R6, CS, and Valorant. I play like
a bit of a control pad affinity.
Yeah. I like the other games too, but like my whole group of friends just prefers those. So it's like, play the finals with 3 people or play like a game of CS with 5 people.
Yeah, I feel that. Daz is like, games? What games? He doesn't want to play the finals with us because it'll take too much time away from YouTube.
Not just YouTube.
Finals is great.
Yeah,
I feel like the finals is great.
It sounds like a lot of fun, but there's YouTube, there's trying to like stay in shape, there's having a family, there's the fact that if I'm not doing something for work with AI, I'm probably gonna get fired next week. Not actually, but that's how it feels. Like,
dude, that's all devs, bro. We're all things like that. It's that imposter syndrome. But I totally get you, bro. It's like that balance, right? If you ask my wife, I shouldn't be playing any games. Let me not talk too loud. She's outside. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Guys, she'll take my mouse pads away.
No!
Don't let it happen. if LockOn ever shuts down, I'll give you guys my wife's address. It's also my address, but send hate mail.
Salvage them from the dumpster.
No, she's supportive. She's supportive. Let me know.
Yeah. Do you get her? Does she chime in on like artwork? You're like, babe, what do you think of this?
I'm so mad, and I'm gonna vent to you guys and like all the viewers, but like again, don't tell my wife that. I'm gonna like kind of get quiet. But bro, my wife is so artistic, it's not even funny. Like she's an like actual artist. That's like one of the things she does. So my whole thing from the start was I wanted her to do my designs, right? Like I didn't want to go to an artist. But then she has like this pressure where like she's like, oh, what if people don't like it? Because she does art for herself, not to like sell or anything. And then so she got like cold feet, and I waited like 6 months for her to do a design for me, and it was like halfway done, and I'm like, okay, I need to release a pad. And then I went to an artist, yeah. So I would love for her to. So she definitely chimes in because like now that it's not her, she has like she helps me a lot with like the oh no, the lighting should be like this, not like this, and all that. But in my ideal world, she would do one of my designs for sure.
That would be cool as hell, dude. To buy a mouse pad from a brand where the owner's wife did the artwork and the owner like did all the procurement. That's you want to talk about a story that I feel like that's another layer to it.
Yeah, and but then I go like, do other people give a crap? Like, of course I'm gonna love it, but like, is anybody else gonna care?
I think so. As like bougie and weird as it sounds, innovation left in like mouse pads, because like you said, you can pretty much use anything that's good and you're gonna be fine. People kind of want that story. It's no different than like, I don't know, remember with like COVID, people collecting all the stupid Stanley tumblers? Oh my god. Yeah, it's just that people just want customization, and part of customization is a story, is having an it's having an attachment to something. That attachment might come from really cool artwork, or it might come from a story that resonates with you. I'm not gonna lie, I think the playing card example that Azar talked about with 10 to X, why he includes playing cards. If you hadn't, for the viewers who don't know, it was basically remember to like spend time touching grass with your family, playing board games. That was something that he did with being such a busy person to continue to connect with his family. And like, what a heartwarming story. And I still think about that. Like, if I were to develop a product, I would love to have a personal touch like that.
No, I totally agree. I mean, that's a little bit of the reason why we added the coins. Like, it doesn't have like a big story behind it, but it's like, I want you guys to like be able to connect the coins. Like, even if people sell the pads afterwards, they break them, they lose them, they get rid of them. I'm hoping they'll keep the coins, and then, you know, they can,
where can I
stack those up?
Where can I see
the coin?
I should probably put a picture of the coin up there.
In my short, if you want to go there. Sorry, I didn't show it in my video. I used it as short viewing bait when I could talk.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Not that big. It's more for like the customers, you know, because like I'm sure there's some people that will resell it, obviously, but like I'm hoping like, you know, they can like slowly collect the coins, and then maybe in like, you know, a couple of years they'll be like, oh, look at this, like they got a bunch of coins. They're easy to store.
Yeah.
I need a better camera angle for these pad and keyboard shorts.
Well, it's vertical video. Like, what can you...
Yeah. No, it's really challenging. That's why I zoomed out here. You can see my legs, which bothers me.
Whatever. It's just shorts. You're not looking to go viral with an unboxing short, you know? It's a teaser for your main content, right?
Keeps the channel moving, yeah. Including U9s is goated.
The card is cool. Oh, the coin is sick, dude. What?
I'll send you a coin if you want.
That reminds me.
Glass pads, but...
Bro, that's chunky. That's metal, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Dude, that's cool
as
hell. It's like
gold plated.
That's got to be kind of fun, right? So you're working with like your mouse pad manufacturers, and like you kind of know what you're... There's like a pretty straightforward path, but then for your little freebies, you get to look at what's out there and what you can customize.
Yeah, because like I made that art myself. It's nothing crazy, but like I just kind of went on Photoshop, I put some stuff together and found somebody to make it, and then once they made it, I'm like, okay, ship this over to this factory, and then to my factory, I'm just like, hey, you guys gonna get this random package? It's gonna be coins. I want them included in the thing. Could you please figure that out?
Unlock precision, embrace elegance. No, that's cool. You got the flower. The purple and gold is stunning, just like the pad, the purple, and then there's something about the artwork that looks like, I don't know, an ancient rune or.
Yeah, I think it's because our Harut was because we made the Harut design before you even came up with like the full name and logo and stuff. Yeah, so from that moment, I think we decided we were gonna keep it to like a more magical Kingdom Hearts style thing. So that's why we wanted our logo to not be like a regular crosshair. It's supposed to be a crosshair, that's why it's like that shape. But it's not like a normal crosshair. It's more like magical.
Yeah.
Or supposed to be magical.
Daz, are you conscious of your fingernails like any time before you shoot?
Oh yeah, I usually half the time when I record a video, I go trim my fingernails before I do it. Yeah.
I'm a nail biter, so I could never. Your nails aren't even that bad.
Because otherwise, I get lazy with it, and then I just do it occasionally. But now, yeah, they're like better kept. Random fun fact. Yeah. There was a video I released recently where I did it 2 minutes into the video. If you were paying attention. So.
Wait, clipping your nails?
I got like a bit in, and I was like, "Oh God, let's go do that." Yeah, so I paused and then came back. Yeah,
you didn't
we're gonna have to do like a little compilation, the before and after.
Yeah, it would have been funny. Guys was like, "I'm clipping them right now, live on Mousecast. You guys can't see."
Yeah, dude was like, yeah.
Okay, Basyl, do you have any questions for us?
Nothing like crazy. I talked to you guys a little earlier before we started. Main thing would just be like, what got you guys into it and stuff. Of course, like my story is like unique to me, but like I feel like our space is so niche that it's like almost every story is like kind of, unique in that sense. It's like you gotta be a special kind of person to be interested in mice and mouse pads. So just in general, like, what about you guys? What got you guys into this? I guess what pushed you over?
Can I go first?
Looks like you're going for it. Yeah, do it.
Similar story to yours. I was using mice, different games, not super into it. I had like Logitech G502, Normie, Logitech G500, G700. Then I tried a really small mouse, a Razer Abyssus Mirror Edition that I just randomly saw it on Craigslist, and it was like $15, not too far from me. I was like, sure, it's a weird looking mouse. And I realized, oh my gosh, like small mice, you have like a lot of fingertip precision.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible mouse, like the clicks, dude. This like monobody design, and it was like really thick plastic. It did not feel good. No side buttons either. But yeah, this is like some people still like this kind of shape. And then the other thing, we talked about this on Mousecast, but so I'll keep it short. Then I played a game called Star Wars Battlefront, the 2015 Battlefront, and there was a...
I love that game.
Yeah? On PC?
Yeah.
Did you play it?
No, not on PC though. Unfortunately, I played it on my console.
Yeah, this weapon right here, the EE3, was a triple fire burst weapon, and depending on your mouse's click debounce time, you could rapid fire it shorter or faster. And we were playing like competitive pickup games, so every little advantage mattered. And I found certain mice that would rapid fire better than, like, more quickly than others. So with that, you started trying different mice. I just started trying different shapes. And then, like, I became like this de facto expert. Everyone's asking me, which mouse is the best? Is this a good mouse? And then, you go down the rabbit hole of switches and sensors and, yeah, pads and skates anyway.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah,
for me, I just, for some reason, by nature, research everything to death and want to try every version of everything. Like, when I buy a new phone, I get like 10 different phone cases to find the one I like the most. I don't really know why. Like, I was sitting here trying to figure out what weird occurrence in my childhood caused that, as Phalanges was just telling his story. I didn't really nail it down, but... And then there was like, I don't know, I used like an MMO mouse for FPS probably back in like 2011, 12, because that's all I had, and I really couldn't afford like all these fancy looking Zally mice that everybody talked about and RJN had. So when I actually had money and came back to the hobby in like 2020, 2021 or whatever, I just started getting a bunch of mice and trying them out and selling them. And I used to think when I got to 15 mice it was too many and I'd sell down to 5, but now I have like 150 in my house probably. So
Yeah. And I'm terrible about not selling them. I gotta get to it.
I got
Anybody wanna rats? Remember that rats mouse? The old
Oh
school
yeah,
ones?
Mad Cats.
Yeah,
like the
Mad
Rat
Cats,
7?
rats.
Oh man.
These.
I used this for a little bit too, just because it looked cool.
Yeah, they were modular. They had like an aluminum base, so they were like 200 grams.
This was Pathfinder before Pathfinder, baby.
Yeah.
Or I guess we could say Ponage, technically. I'm not sure who
Sort
wants
of.
to claim that.
Even James Donkey had a modular mouse back in the day, one that vibrates from 2017.
The piss mouse. Nice. That yellow golden haze.
Oh yeah. I gotta make a mouse pad with that color. Make it translucent and everything. Sensors don't work. Who gives a shit? Actually, I had another question for you guys. I guess let me do some what's it called? Some research.
Market research.
Yeah, market research. If you guys could pick one thing, cloth or glass, I guess. What's something you think is like, I don't want to say missing from the market because I don't think there's anything missing, but like, what you think is underexplored? Like, what would you want me to explore next? If I'm not gonna make something for myself, I might as well make something for you guys.
I've got a little one, I guess I'll say, which is just to buy Daz some time while he thinks, because I'm not as big into pads. Silicone bases. I remember when the Gecko, was it Iranier? Jesus, how do you spell this? Gecko? Geklo. When this pad
Geklo.
came out, I got one for really cheap, this Nacho Customs edition, and the surface isn't anything special, but the base is like a silicone base. There's some video showing they like smacked that onto a car hood and they were like pulling the car. Was there somebody actually giving gas? I don't know, maybe. But it's such like an easy, and it was an inexpensive pad too. It was like $15 from Addis during a sale. So yeah, silicone base. It's super grippy. It's very firm. They seem very consistent. But
Is it similar to that freefall base? I think freefall had something like I don't know if it was silicone though. I can't remember.
The PD170 base is very good too. It's like a slippery feeling surface, but it's extremely grippy, like almost silicone. Yeah.
Yeah, that's also a harder pad, right? I mean, I prefer.
This
harder
is
pad
virtually
too.
a hard pad, basically. Yeah, this pad is the best mouse pad I've probably ever used in cloth for them. Straight up. It's so fast though.
And the silicone base, I bring it up because it's not anything like crazy revolutionary. It's just we're starting to see it more now, especially with like these Vaxi pads. And there was this whole, remember, like, oh, it used to be Japanese Poron, not Chinese. It's a big difference. Yeah. And I'm just like, bro, I'm good with like a nice firm silicone base. If you have it, yeah.
Oh, so sorry, I don't want to cut you off, but I was gonna say maybe I can ask for advice. I actually did try some silicone pads because when I was looking to make a cloth pad, I'm like, oh, let me try a bunch of stuff, and I tried a silicone one. The problem is you can't do a design. Like it's hard to do a design on it because like the actual printing, the heat, the press and stuff sometimes messes up with the base, or maybe it's the factory I went to. They kept messing it up, and I might need to source from somewhere else. But
well, the Gecko, I mean, the Nacho Customs.
Yeah, that's why I was surprised when I saw the Nacho Customs one, because I mean that's like a beautiful design. So maybe I need to go to a different cloth manufacturer.
Yeah, to be clear, the surface of the Iranier Gecko, Iranier, I don't think it's anything special. It just feels like a glorious XXL. I mean, heat pressed because of the artwork, so it's smoother, but maybe that, I don't know.
Offers a good point. I think Metrova does designs on their silicone bases too, so I think there is potential there. There's hope.
And Metrova's a factory too. They're maybe you can reach out.
They might have gotten it down. Yeah, maybe it's worth
what's his name? Levi. Yeah, Levi. He's real active on their Discord. Do they leak products all the time? Maybe you can hit them up.
Yeah, I think I will. Because I kind of want to stick to like doing designs. I feel like a design is a free way for people who like the design to just get your product, right? Versus
Yeah.
like if you just slap the logo on it, it's like now you got to convince them that the pad is good. And even if I believe my pads are good, it's like I'm so small, can't really convince the large populace.
Have you tried a Vaxi PD Pulsar 155, 170?
Oh, I have not tried the newest PD170. I tried the older ones, but now I've just been like downing in samples. So mouse pads wise, I haven't been able to use anything that's not like something I'm developing, unfortunately, because it's like I've gone away from it. I really wanted to try the PD170, but mice is the only thing I'm allowed to experiment with.
You should get one. I think maybe I'll speak for you here too, Daz. I think they're kind of like the gold standard in what a premium mouse pad is now. Cloth.
Cool.
Yeah, because it's edgeless. Like PMM tried, but for some reason something went wrong with the first batch of the S2P. We'll see what the second one looks like, but there were manufacturing issues. Some of the other edgeless hasn't been like a perfect, like you can sort of tell, or there's like a weird extra like lip there almost.
Laondas are like good, but they're not like, I don't know, Laonda for $70 or PD 170 for $70. The PD's like way better, just tighter. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll definitely try it. Put a more control fabric on there. See what's good.
Yeah, to your point on the question, like everything you probably really want in the market exists in some way, shape, or form. I like extremely smooth glass pads are my favorite, and like I just want like a really sick nature scene art on my pad. Like,
cool, yeah.
That's all I really got there. But yeah.
No, definitely. Nature is something I wanted to do that I feel like people could get behind. That's why you kind of saw the flower design. I feel like if anything is gonna work, something like that, or like a flushed out version of like a field or something.
And if you ever go Dark Souls art, I love Dark Souls, and I would buy that.
I'm also like, now that I think about it, I don't know why I'm being such a baby about this. It's like I could just like tell the manufacturer to be like, oh, make 200 units in this design, make the others in this design. You know what I mean? And just like, you know, there's no reason that you have to stick to one design. Really,
I love this art here on the return.
Yeah, I really like it. I really like it. They did a good job.
Infinity Mice Ruin. I really like that.
That's the one with the Arctic kind of look, right?
Yeah, that's got like a Dark Souls vibe to it almost. Like,
I like
or like a Elden Ring. Yeah, I really like this art.
Yeah, dude.
I love the Gundam. I'm like a sucker for mechas, so
yeah, I
love the little mech there.
I was using this in the finals this week, and it's such an amazing pad. I love it. I can't use it's like an Xsoft.
The base too soft, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and especially in reactive tracking scenarios, which is the finals is a reactive tracking simulator. I couldn't.
Hey, Daz, he's trying to tell you something. He brought up the finals again.
This is also a fun one. I'm glad that
it's a meme now. With Phalanges and Schwamper. I'm never going to try the palm skates I bought or play the finals. So,
yeah.
Here.
The black ice. Look at that black ice Wisehall. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, this. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, hey, I think that's it for our questions. So, we're going to move on to the news in just a moment. But for Basyl, for people who want to reach out to you with questions or want to learn more about Odyssey, where can they contact you? Where can they find more info?
Yeah, I'd say the best place to get me is just my Discord. I guess as an overall apology to all our fans and people that might be reaching out on Twitter and stuff. I'm kind of trying my best to look everywhere, but goddamn Twitter puts everything in spam, and I don't have the time to sort through spam and stuff. So if you guys want to reach out, definitely join the Discord. And it's not too active, but just shoot me a personal message. I always try to respond to everyone. Obviously, check out the Odyssey if you guys like it. Let me know. It makes me happy.
Cool. Okay. Do you want to stick with us for any of the news?
Or sleep?
Yeah, sure.
Sick.
Nah, I think I'm fine. I tend to sleep at like 3 a.m. It's not a healthy habit.
Oh, dang, okay.
Bro.
Yeah.
Okay, well, first bit of news. Do you guys see this? Mionix returns with the Avior Air carbon fiber. Well, Basyl, you remember the Mionix and Avior. This is not an Avior. Right?
This
love
is like
the-
really expensive, isn't it? I saw
Yeah.
it was like over $200 or
The original
like-
Avior. It's still for sale for $50. Bro, don't. I'm sorry, there's better stuff these days. But okay, as an intro, yeah. So Mionix is back. This is their one product that they're launching for now. It sounds like they have other stuff planned in the future, but for now we have it's PAW 3950, 42 grams, Nordic 54H20, Raesha optical encoder, Raesha optical mechanical hybrid, 100 million clicks, has fast charging. It is made out of hand laid carbon fiber, CNC trimmed, IDK dimensions. This is actually on ELO shapes now. Why don't we check it out here? Mionix presents. Jim? I think he's laughing mainly at the price because the price is $300. But it's currently
on sale.
Yeah, it's on sale for as a limited time for early purchasers, 20% off, $240. Limited to 5,000 units. The pre-order opens May 25th and ends August 2026. So this is a pre-order right now unless it sells out. Do they say when it ships? Oh, there's specs. Only 40 hours of battery life, they're saying. So this is using a little baby battery, little 200 milliamp hour battery. Okay, they have the name bullcrap. Yeah, carbon fiber body. What do we think of the shape, guys?
Looks like a Sora from here.
Luckily, we have only one Sora. There are no clones of it. There's just a shortage of those shapes in the market. God, I hope it's not a Sora.
I don't think it is.
Yeah, I'm only saying that because it looks like the hump slopes down, but it's
It does
also
look like the-
more towards the rear.
Like the wedge. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There's an aspect of that for sure.
I think it
It's
is.
hard to tell how
curving
much
in
the
the
side
side.
tapers because of the shadow.
I think it is 100% a wise owl, like a cloud. You can tell
Yeah,
because
or that. Or
so you
Okay.
have a couple things that are different from a Sora is this ridge here, this very distinct ridge.
that. Hmm.
That seems
Is-
to dip in more there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we'll see on the side here we have this remains pretty flat. It's scalloped inward like an hourglass shape, but vertically it's still pretty flat. It's not wedge tapering down like an Atlantis or an XM2. They're vertical. But yeah, definitely rear hump like a Sora. Do we have a better side view? Meh.
Yeah, the shadows weren't doing it justice there. It looked like it
They
was
weren't.
sloped inwards. On
Here
the
we
sides.
go.
That's a
Yeah.
good one.
I mean, it is sloped inward, but they still remain
But not
pretty
that much,
vertical.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
cool.
Yeah. Oof,
People
dude,
like that.
carbon fiber.
How do you guys like the look of carbon fiber?
Not really a fan
Yeah, am I? Yeah,
myself.
Neither
I don't
am
know. It looks cheap to me for some reason. At least this version of it does. I mean, this
Yeah.
is just like that R11 Ultra from Attack Shark or the IPI Chi, as it was called. IPI Chi. Yeah, I don't know. I don't need a mouse to be anything more than just like standard plastic that's well constructed.
Yeah.
Not creaking, not warping a bunch. Yeah.
Have
But
either of you
these
guys
things cool.
have either of you guys worked with fiberglass before, or carbon fiber?
No, not really.
It's
My dad has.
insane doing it. Oh, really? Yeah, doing it. What
Fiberglass,
like
yeah.
sheets though? Yeah, it's like. Oh, have you ever done paper mache with newspaper and the goop that you put on it and you? Yeah, like paper mache. That's kind of what laying carbon fiber is like. It's really, you got to worry about wrinkles. It's really labor intensive. There's a lot of post processing and trimming, and because it's being done by hand. I saw the Nitrite Labs guy commented on one of Mionix posts, and because Mionix was touting it as all done by hand, hence the cost. And he was like, if you don't have an industrial forging heat press for these where they're stamping them, he's like, your tolerances are whack. You're gonna have So to answer your question, does it look cool? I guess. but I do not give a shit unless the quality is perfect. Make it 5 grams heavier, make it $200 cheaper, and give me better QC and plastic, for the love of God.
Yeah, that 250 is also.
But
steep.
this is a marketing thing, right? You launch the Halo product that's ridiculous first, because when the plastic version comes in August, I'm not saying that's actually when it, but theoretically, at $100, nobody's buying this. But you always lead with your flagship ridiculous thing for the publicity.
Yeah, and people from Razer still hoping the signature edition comes out in plastic. How long are they gonna wait?
No, they said they were done making that shape after the Cobra Pro.
That's crazy.
I've heard otherwise.
But the fact that they even made the Cobra Pro low-key pisses me off. Like, dude,
Oh, of course.
you know what people
It's a
wanted.
tease.
Why the hell did you pull that bullshit? It's the same thing that Logitech did with the G305 with they made the 90 gram version in last year, 2 years ago. What the hell was that called? Do you guys remember that?
The G304X?
There's a 309, but that was something else.
Yeah, it was a similar egg shape, but it had a lip on the side. I can't even remember. It was 90 grams or something.
G705?
Yeah, this thing. Dude, why did this come out in when did it come out? 2023, 2024? When people were genuinely asking for a G305 refresh or a G305 Superlight, they come out with it.
Yeah. Boardsy's title review of this is the inclusive mouse or something. For women, I don't know.
I bet you they sold like crazy, I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah. Well, your wishes might have been answered with this. The G305X Superlight has been leaked.
Oh shit, cool.
I thought we wouldn't live long enough to see this. Yeah, so this is listing on their website. I don't know if that's right. Source Reddit. Hang on. Read
Guys, full
comments.
circle. I'm gonna go out of the game after that one.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
This is it. This is that game.
This is it.
Image leaked in Korean community. New model of Logic Cool, that's Logitech, but overseas. 59 grams with Hero 2 sensor. Lightweight Superlight version, Bluetooth connectivity. So I'm assuming Hero 44K. I assume it's a rechargeable
I'm surprised
battery.
they couldn't get it lower than 60.
130 hours,
right?
rechargeable
It has to be.
USB-C. Yeah.
That's fair.
I don't know, bro. Is this DOA? Do people who...
I was gonna say, why couldn't it just be 50? I feel like they could have done that.
Doable. Yeah.
They could have done it. No need to push boundaries and go down to 35 or something. But it's a small shape. I feel like they could have done 50. And then people would have been happy. Now, people who wanted a 305 are going to be like, why the hell do I have this dense ass mouse in my hand?
They're still 3D printing. Yeah.
Yeah. They're going to 3D print the base. I used to do that too before. I used to 3D print my own mice and use the 305 internals.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. This doesn't make sense to me, but somehow it's going to succeed. And that's partially because we have all these G305 clones. ATK has, or VXE.
ATK has,
V3
has
MCHOs, Attack Shark, and they are all not good. They're all 3311.
Yeah.
The VXE one I haven't tried. I have hope for that because VXE is usually pretty solid. But it's 3311. Yeah. This one actually looks solid. Purple on purple is
I
nice.
passed on reviewing this because it just didn't interest me. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the Pro got? 3395 SE. Okay.
Yeah. Weight is 52 grams though. Oh, Pro? Oh, yeah, still. Okay, that's too bad. Yep. So this is unfortunately going to succeed because nobody friggin' it was handed the recipe was there and nobody baked the cookie.
Mm-hmm. And it's availability, right? It'll be all over Amazon, available tomorrow.
Yep, it'll be the top result when you search Amazon, so there people will buy it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Speaking of top results, but one that nobody cares about, Finalmouse. Everything will change May 25th. Wow. So what do we think it is, guys? Is this a
I wonder
keyboard?
what shape it is. At this point, like, is there a reason to like hide the shape? I like the stars though. Cool.
Does that mean
Is it going to finally be solid shell entirely?
return to magnesium because starlight?
Oh, that would make sense, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that'd be.
Going back to the stars, magnesium again. Scream. Is this official Scream?
He probably has a collab with it. I think he's like partnered with them, right?
Yeah. For a long time, since like 2017, you know.
Yeah, he used to use their old school. That looks sick, by the way. He used to use their like old school Finalmouse, like the ergo shape. I remember back in the day.
I do like this stupid shape. It's
Yep.
quite good.
It's a good
Yeah,
shape.
I do like how this mouse looks, like, to be fair. But
Yeah. I like the green one. I think it's the Tarek edition.
oh yeah, that was cool. Yeah.
I'm a sucker for green.
Dude, I might actually keep this Zeus. Ugh, that's disgusting, but the clicks are so good. This thing's gross, bro. Alright. Well, we should probably talk more about Finalmouse gets clicks. But I don't know. Why are we not excited, guys?
Well, they keep promising the factory continuous production, and then that doesn't happen, and then there's a limited amount of units, and then the QC.
Yeah, I feel like it's the promises that get you, right? Like, if they had never done that and they just owned, like, hey, we're doing limited drops and that's just how we are as a company, that's all we can, like, afford to do. It's like, sure, it'd be like, damn, that's annoying as hell, but, like, we wouldn't be as mad, or at least I wouldn't be as mad as, like, you telling me that you're gonna do this, but it's not getting done. I don't trust anyone.
Exactly.
I don't even trust myself.
My retweet of this got 200 likes.
Jeez.
Let's make it
I said-
201. 1 sec.
I said, I'm ready. 2026 bingo, Finalmouse factory delayed, ULX milked again.
I respect it though, man. That's what happens when you grow. Like, even like LockOn is just like, you know, small. It's just me and my friend right now. But like, if we grew to a point where there's like board members and like, you know, other people weighing in, then it's like you gotta appease. And then the people that want money are the ones that win.
Oh, it
Money
gets
talks.
more complicated and less. Yeah, things go corporate because that's like what you have to do if you want to make money. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know. The bingo not looking too great. 3D printed mouse happened. SUPERSTRIKE did not flop. 16K polling we have on a keyboard. Extremis edition is still possible. Once again, Hyperlight Hergo would be cool. Razer AI dongle, we got close. Does their April Fool's thing count? April or SteelSeries remains irrelevant. The Aerox
Yes.
3 V2 is very much irrelevant, but the leaks of the new Rival and the new Sensei Pro. Yeah.
Dude, the SteelSeries Prime was a sick shape. Is that just me?
You know,
like-
there's clones.
Yeah, I know, but like, I'm more surprised that they didn't like, what's it called? Like, take it, or maybe people just didn't like it. I kind of liked it.
They're just Sleep Series. They don't update anything, dude.
Yeah,
They're like consistently 3 years behind the industry. I don't know, man. Let's move on to the next bit of news. Speaking of the actual Finalmouse that you should buy, server error. Okay, well, that's not mouse review. I think this is just going to be one of the top upvoted things. Doesn't flare out. Yes. You want to see my mouse autism at work? IntelliMouse Ball.
is that supposed to be what's it called?
Boom.
Yeah, that's definitely the mouse they're going for. But I think they were trying to do an NPO1S ergo without the flare, right? Something along that lines, and they're like, I want that, but not flared out. That's funny.
How can I hang on? Eggplant. Comment. Eggplant emoji.
If anybody's gonna make this shape, then it's gonna be Ninjutsu. They love
Yeah.
cloning those old school things.
They do.
Not
Yeah, the
anymore. I was
katana.
kind of trolling, but yeah.
IntelliMouse. Yeah, they did. Well, I want to. Okay, what I actually meant to do. Sorry, so much for good timestamps. This week, where's the Beast G? There's the Beast G. Posted by Manphalanges. WLMouse Beast G. $58 USD composite polymer. We'll get back to that price in a moment. As light as 35 plus or minus 2 grams, aka 37. 3950 Nordic 54 L15. Good to see. Looks like solid shell. They look magnesium, but they are not. These are going to be plastic. They say weight reduction of 15%. They're using the new floaty plastic that they put in the water, and it floated. First store in Wuhan opened on May 29th. Yeah, on all platforms go on sale May 29th. So the price is Chinese yuan 399, which directly translates to $58 USD. That's obviously not what it's going to sell for. Duckbill, for example, sold for, or was listed at 75 USD, but actually was like 130 MSRP.
130. Yeah.
So what do we think the actual price is going to be instead of $58?
120.
I hope not. I hope
No,
not.
I hope not as well,
I
but
hope 99.
I'm never optimistic about those things.
There's 3 sizes. Good to see. Okay. So the material, microcrystalline composite material, mini, standard, and max. Very nice to see. The max, 126. Is this bigger than a Beast X Max? Is it the same exact shape?
Unsure. Looking.
Yeah.
Dimensions wise, it seems the same.
Does it? Okay. Yeah. Anyway, there's the specs. For the first time, microcrystalline composite materials used in aerospace equipment were introduced in the peripheral field, creating a new path for mouse lightweighting. Significant weight reduction is achieved without punching. The overall weight is reduced by 15% compared to with traditional plastics while maintaining the same strength. Strong and light, have it both ways. Burger King. It looks like the same shape. It does. Yeah. Dude, that's nice. All right. Daz, you got to sell your Finalmouse before this comes out.
All 3 of them.
Or, yeah.
Or
Maybe I'll put them on eBay for like $600 and hope. I don't know.
Yep. Sell them on eBay. There's more like Finalmouse simps there than in Mouse Market.
Yeah, true.
Sorry, did you guys... I kind of went over this quickly. Was there anything else you guys wanted to say about this?
No.
No.
Could be great.
Next
I love
topic.
trying new shapes more than I like trying new mice. I don't know if that makes sense. That's why I really like Vaxi.
Do you have a Pathfinder?
I do. I tried out all the combinations and it's somewhere here.
That's how it goes. You get it out, you try all the shapes, and then you put it away.
That's what I did. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm telling you, there's probably a shape in there that's probably like, oh my god, that's my end game. But then Vaxi released the Ergo, the NPO1S Ergo, and I'm like, I love you, Vaxi. Here, take my money, Vaxi.
Pad collab with Vaxi would be pretty cool. Would they be picky though?
I feel like they do some really cool art on their pads.
Yeah. I was gonna show. I don't know if I can show these. It was in Jakku's stream, so it is public. But yeah, he did a disassembly of the V3, and the noteworthy things here are the sensor is labeled Core 1, and the MCU is a Pixar PAR 2863 instead of 62.
Okay.
How exhilarating!
I wish they went a little lighter.
That's
To be honest.
Yeah.
I feel
So
like
does
a lot of
everyone else.
people. Yeah.
What's the battery?
400 milliamp hours. So you can lose 4, maybe 5 grams with a battery swap.
It's kind of crazy though because their bigger mice are the same. So it's like the same thing that Logitech did. They're definitely getting some kind of intel that's telling them like pros or like some people prefer 60 gram mice because like the same way that the XEV2 is 60 grams. How the hell is the NP01S 60 grams? It's a smaller shell and stuff.
Right.
Like, could they have gone that to 55, 54?
Is this 50 now, or what is it?
I think it's the exact same. I thought it was 59.
Oh god, I hope not.
Can you double check? I thought I remember seeing that it was the same.
You might be right.
Here, I'm
Kilo
holding my
shape
breath
says
and-
57.
Ah, you're right. Yeah, it's gonna be like yeah.
It's gonna be like around the same.
Yep. 57. Yep. Okay.
Which is
Ergo
gonna be crazy
similar.
because they're gonna release the NPO1 Ergo, and I bet you that's also gonna be 57.
It is weird how it's a larger
Magically, like
Yeah.
some, I think they have some intel that we don't, like some numbers and stuff.
Is it, or do they just like cater really hard to the pro scene, which they sometimes like heavier stuff because that's what they're used to?
Yeah, I think that's definitely.
Like, do you
That's-
cater to pros who then people will buy your peripherals because they see pros using it? Or do you like do market research and I don't know, maybe r/mouse review is always a niche, always will be a niche.
Yeah. Yeah, and imagine the mouse pad. It's like r/mouse pad reviews. Definitely getting people into the scene is like something I'm like, like what needs to be done to like convince FPS gamers? Because like how many people would you guys say that are like from FPS gamers are actually like not even peripheral enthusiasts, but even have taken the leap to like care? I would say it's like maybe 30%, maybe even if that.
Even less. I
It's
think
probably
most
high. Yeah.
Yeah, I think most people just buy a G502 and they're done with it, and they literally don't care
Yeah.
until it like starts double clicking, and
They
then
start
they
playing
just
on, like, their wood
RMA
desk
it.
last time.
Yeah.
Or like their Superlight
Wood
or their
desk.
yeah.
Does.
Maybe like the wool
Yeah, dude.
mouse pad. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey guys, come on! I got a wooden desk. What's wrong with the wooden desk?
The
man?
carpet tile, the spare carpet tile. Oh, the wood desk. We all had a friend who had this. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's go on to the next bit of news, which is looks like the first rapid trigger implementation after SUPERSTRIKE in the Haze X Vape Lord edition, 3955 sensor, rapid trigger 0.1 millimeter, whatever that means, and then other Chinese words. Nordic 54 series. Is this wireless charging? I don't know. Haze X looks like Viper V3 shape, right? Look at that. They make the shell nice and like probably grippy, I would hope, with a coating, and then they make the buttons that terrible fake carbon fiber.
You don't have it in the
I'll-
dock. But... Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, quick side note. I completely forgot that we were actually live, and some people had like questions in the chat. If anybody had any questions for me while I'm here, feel free to put it down there. I just noticed some guy said I knew this guy sounded Canadian. There's no way you guys guessed that I was Canadian. Surely not.
Yeah, I haven't guessed it. I wouldn't.
No, I didn't. No.
Somebody in chat said I knew this guy sounded
you-
Canadian.
Mouse pads, you know.
Eh?
Hey.
I mean, I
Two
went
for
to
butt.
school in almost Canada, so college.
Okay, is there anything else interesting on this? I don't know. Let's move on. Whatever.
I have a thing that I don't think is in the doc. I'm gonna send you right now.
Okay.
I'll send the group.
I'm pretty
Radiance
sure-
did their SUPERSTRIKE latency testing. Did you see that? Is that in the doc?
No, it's not on the doc.
Yeah.
Is this actually newsworthy?
I think so because it didn't
Yeah?
win. Yeah.
Okay. TLDR, our testing doesn't support Logitech's up to 30 ms faster click latency claim for the G Pro X2 SUPERSTRIKE. The SUPERSTRIKE performed well in our human reaction tests, but both those tests and our high-speed camera tests were too variable to reliably measure differences. So our solenoid-based click latency rig produced consistent, repeatable results, and in that testing, the Endgame Gear OP18K V2 was slightly faster than the SUPERSTRIKE, consistent with our existing review results. Okay.
Quite interesting. I found that interesting.
Yeah. Their 30 ms, Borgi talked about it more from like his vibe standpoint, which was the repeatability. You don't have to go back up to hit the reset point to press down again. That's maybe, I don't know, maybe that's the 30 ms they're talking about, because 30 ms is nuts. There's no way like electronic signaling you can have that leap and bound ahead of,
Mhm.
I don't know, man.
I think the point here is that they both performed very well. There was a small difference between them. That small difference doesn't really matter. That was what I took away from this. Like, and you're not going to click 1,000 times faster and be way better on the SUPERSTRIKE for that reason.
No,
I did find the clicks to be very consistent, and I did like the click feel myself. But I also haven't touched the SUPERSTRIKE since I made the video. So
I feel like the biggest thing for the SUPERSTRIKE, it shouldn't even be. Obviously, they have to market it as like the lowest latency because that's like the gamer talk I told you guys about. Like, when you market, you just gotta market you're the best. Like, it doesn't matter what the truth is, you have to be the best. That's what'll get people to buy it. But in reality, I feel like the coolest part about it is like I'm heavier on my clicks, so I like that I'm able to actually make the sensitivity more. So like I already hold my finger on the click with a little bit of pressure. If I put it to like the lowest actuation, I'd be like misclicking like crazy. So like I was able to tune it to like a point where I'm like, damn, I'm like in sync, even though that was like I think setting like 3 or 4 or something like that.
Like, I think software adjustable clicks is so cool. Yeah,
like I think that's cool, but nobody talks about that because the biggest claim is we are the fastest, and then people fight that claim, and then you're like, oh, you're not the fastest, then what are you? Like, it's still a cool mouse, like in my opinion. It's just that, you know, that's not the marketing.
Yeah.
Well said. Yeah.
Going back to the Haze X, these rapid trigger clicks, I don't know if this says rapid trigger explicitly, so that's good. But I mean, again, SUPERSTRIKE does 2 things well. It does rapid trigger and software adjustable clicks. We're going to learn, I think last week we talked a little bit about magnetic switches, and we got more here. So the next little bit of news here are Keychron working with, I think, Raesha on Keychron MagOpt switch. MagOpt switch? Do I have a link any further? Edit image? No. Well, that's what it looks like, I guess. I got another link here. Raesha inductive micro switch. Is this the same thing? No. Hard to say. This like little clip thing at the bottom might be the same. And this clip in the middle looks really similar. Anyway, Raesha optical and magnetic micro switch, 100 million service life, operating force 60 plus or minus 10 grams. Ooh, that's that can be a hefty switch if you get a 70 gram force one. Operating travel 0.3 plus or minus 0.2. I actually don't know how good or bad that is. Total travel. This is a typical spec for total travel of a switch. They're usually around 0.7. I don't know what CCP is. Chinese Communist Party, greater than or equal to 18%. Anyway, so yeah, you're not going to have customized click feel with these. You're going to have just whatever latency advantages of rapid trigger, and maybe there's some rapid trigger like up and down. I don't know. There's no haptic engine to it though. Yeah,
it's trash. It's just on the same par. It's just on par with SUPERSTRIKE. You know, why would I use it?
When did we move away from shape as king?
We should have listened to Rocket Jump Ninja.
Yeah.
When did we move away?
He just has like Basyl. He just mumbles that in his sleep now. He just can't stop.
His next book has Shape as King in it.
Shape as King. He has like nightmares. It's like, you know, paralysis demon. He's staring, and then like a mouse just comes. He can't move, but it goes in his hand, and he's like, "Fuck! It's the perfect shape." He tries to look over, but he can't see what brand it is.
He wakes up sweaty and starts a YouTube channel.
in like looking for that perfect shape.
This is the origin story we didn't know we needed. Yeah.
But he found it when he made the MZ1. That's why he quit. You know, he was done. He's like, "This is it."
Size real.
No longer interested. All right. Speaking of a shape that is, maybe some people are really happy to see ATK A9 Mini and 3955 Master new sensor, I guess.
SE
Oh, look
clone.
at those nails. Oh, they're fake. Oh, come on, dude.
The nails are fake?
Yeah, look
Yeah, you
at
can
look
see
at these
the-
chonkers, dude. That's
Oh.
bad. Like, you're supposed to paint your nails underneath the same color, right?
Yeah.
Well, I think your nails grow. They may have just been on for quite a while, and they're like moving outward.
That's on for a long time, Daz.
It is. I've seen it on my wife a little bit, but not that much. Yeah, when she used to get her nails. Yeah.
So
be a long
look at
time.
the side,
Side
buttons,
buttons are-
dude.
Big boys.
I know. Don't you want to click them with your tongue? And the scroll wheel is pink too. Sorry, did I say that out loud?
I just want to see if they're mushy or not, dude.
Big old skates. Good. If half my mouse bottom isn't skate, I can't use it. That's not true. We need something for
Fantastic.
scale that's not these nails.
This looks like flatter on the sides than the 2C, no?
Maybe. I got
I mean,
another picture.
Isn't ATK the A9 just like a practically
Yes.
one-to-one clone? So I'd assume
Yes.
like they would just do the same thing.
You would hope. Or
Yeah.
think. Or assume. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it a 2C clone or is it an A9 Mini?
I can ask
Mhm.
my ATK rep, I guess. I'm slacking on their A9 NB.
This goes to show how small it is, though. This is truly a mini. This is not like Mcho's A5 that's like a medium. This is truly mini. This is smaller than an F1. Yeah, Mopo says the A9 Mini will have the 3955 sensor, by the way. So this is what's in the Viper V3 Pro, right?
So exclusivity is gone, right? Everyone's like freaking out because 3955s are coming out in their mice. That's just what's going to happen now, right?
Do we care?
No. No. 3985 is fine. Like,
Yeah, somebody cares. Somebody.
Do
out
we
there.
know? Do we know what the extra
80,000
5?
DPI.
What the extra 5 gives us? Does it give us tracking on glass?
Yeah,
I'll take
Kentucky side be happy.
Sensor performance. I'll take that. Guys, you don't
Yeah.
like 80k DPI in 0.00001 in game?
I do, but only when it's on a Croc Iris mouse.
I like to blow on my keyboard and have all the keys actuate. So
It's the play.
Okay, new mouse brand just dropped, guys, named Croc Iris. Crow Crisis. Oh, is it Crow Crisis?
Crow
like
Crisis,
like
I
Attack of the
think.
Birds? Daz, can you nano banana Crow Crisis for us?
let's see if my Gemini Pro subscription's still active. God, these
So
checklists keep
what do we
asking
have
me
here?
to-
Oh, we have a guy saying shush. Apex.
That's
says shush.
Apex. Yeah, that's CS Pro.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna Yandex image translate this.
that's actually crazy. They got a Pro to. Actually, I wonder if he's actually using the mouse or if, 'cause, like, Apex is on Vitality and they're winning like literally everything. The best team in the world, maybe ever for CS2.
oh wow.
Yeah,
So that's-
so
Maybe
he's a
it's-
huge person to get
Oh,
if he actually uses it.
it is Croc Iris. It's not Crow Crisis. Where did the other R come from? Oh, this guy. Crow Crisis.
Isn't that Sunny?
Oh, that's Sunny B. Yeah, this guy. He's Jewish and he's in our Discord. Break 22 witness 1XX price. The storm
The
is coming.
storm is coming.
Oh baby, 3950 Ace flagship, Nordic 54 L15, medium and large hand lightweight all around model according to the general. Go to the general and save some. What's the commercial? Okay, sounds too good to be true, to be honest. Well, their website is legit AF. Look at this. Don't you guys want a Croc Iris headset?
And
Keyboard headset? Yeah, 75% layout. I don't know.
Cool.
Sure. Okay.
And the monitor too. What the hell? I'm assuming.
Headset keyboards about us. Let's see what they say.
Monitor.
About Croc Iris. Was born from a simple belief: running and enjoyment should never be separate. In a competitive gaming, every millisecond matters, but beyond the result, which really matters. We saw a gap. Enjoyable play. Oh, it's an acronym. Or two core systems: CROW, Core Reaction Optimization, enhancing speed, accuracy, and control, and Cirrus cognitive immersive response interface system expanding perception, immersion, and sensory
No, that's all
feedback.
bullshit. Gemini's Banana Pro has you. I've got an image.
Okay,
That's-
What their logo should actually be.
Crazy.
okay, let's see what a crow
I can't
crow
believe
price
what I
is.
just read.
Croc iris. That is what it should be, yeah.
Croc with large
I'd
eye.
buy that. I'd buy that. That's like Razer, but better.
Yeah.
AI generated mice always have black sides and like 1 to 5 DPI or like adjustable buttons like on top of the mouse.
Why does that Loki look like the Ponage?
It kind of does.
There has
Has
a
like their
paracord
old
cable.
school design language with the RGB at the bottom.
What is this mouse pad made of? It's just like
It's
Holy
out
shit!
of
I need to
croc,
release that.
croc, croc edition.
The fabric is actually crocodile skin.
Oh, you're right. It's like a scale. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they have that
Yeah.
pattern here too. Look at this. They actually got like a keyboard rendered nicely. Like it's not all fuzzy and garbage. This is
Floating
impressive.
concept. Yeah.
Damn,
Gotta
dude.
get, they even have a bungee, like the wires going like behind the monitor. I think it's like hooked up.
Yeah.
That's
The
crazy
prompt for this
tech.
was like 1 sentence. Like
Yeah.
I said, create an image of mouse brand Croc Iris. That's it. So,
Croc
yeah, they went
iris. They
crazy.
nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Impressive stuff. All right. Well, Croc Iris. Is there a way? Can somebody copy paste this and check it? I'm talking to chat. And what's the AI like? If it was written by AI
Yeah,
checker?
yeah. Do you guys believe like every time you guys see the M dashes, that's like a big sign of AI use? I feel like I never see the M dashes in real life.
I see it often when I'm using AI and I go to like drop it in, like if I'm like creating a story or updating like a Confluence page or something.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
just,
like
go
AI
and
led
dash all over the
using it.
place. Yeah, yeah.
For me,
It was really
the-
funny because I saw one writer who's like, I used to love using M dashes. It was part of my writing identity.
Yeah,
And now I can't do it. Like AI is taking this from me.
I feel bad.
Yeah.
For me, it's when you see a bullet pointed list that has like the headings with an emoji at the beginning. Very
like a thumbs up.
ChatGPT.
And
It's all of like AI's catchphrases, like Claude specifically, like this is the smoking gun. That's
Yeah,
a game
yeah.
changer. Like all these
Oh,
things it always
yeah.
says. Like
Okay, next
you were right
mouse.
to push back. Man, I
I
love
know
that
my
you
next.
pushed
I know my next tweet.
back.
This is the smoking gun out now.
Chaos 54 LM20A. This is a new GPW clone from the brand Chaos. They have a few different mice that are just like rebrands.
we needed one of these. That's great. Okay.
Yeah, we definitely need another G Pro X Superlight clone. The only thing interesting here is Nordic MCU. There's a new MCU. So if you guys don't, I need to refresh
Oh,
myself
yeah, I knew
on
about
this.
this. Yeah.
But the L15 and the H20 are currently what we're used to. The H20 is way overkill. It has like way more internal memory, has like a much bigger processor. It's like twice the clock speed or core count of the L15, but that's really not needed for gaming mice. The LM20A, this was the one to get. I thought I remembered. Isn't it higher power, like more powerful than the L15, but lower power consumption and lower cost?
I believe that is correct, but I don't actually.
Yeah, there
think you're
was a LinkedIn thing. Oh my god, I can't leak my LinkedIn again. It was is that not gonna okay. Well, if anyone can find it, there was a Nordic 54 series comparison on LinkedIn. Oh yeah, NRF 54. Okay, I got it.
Did you find the same graphic that I did?
Did you?
I have a
message-
graphic.
I have a graphic
No, I
too.
didn't send it to you.
And-
Okay.
Let's see. Is
This
this
probably
gonna
serves the
leak
purpose.
my ass? No, it's not. Okay.
L15. Let's see.
H20.
Is not on this list. Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's not on this list either. Oh, I'm stupid. I want to give the info because I want to talk intelligently
It's
about
got twice
this.
the RAM. It's got 33% more NVM. Virtual memory. I don't know what the hell PDM stands for. It's got 1 times team deathmatch. I don't know what these acronyms are. Shit. Temperature.
Okay.
It runs cooler.
All right, I'm gonna hide my ass like this. Haha. Wait, am I okay?
You
Yeah,
just failed. You've hard failed. Okay.
Did I?
I can see everything.
Not on,
Oh, I can
not
see
the
everything.
viewers.
Okay.
Yeah. You know
Okay.
my name, Daz. Nordic Semiconductor, the best Bluetooth SoC is even better now. 54L15. Okay. Next gen. Am I sorry? I was not paying attention. Am I repeating what you said?
No.
NVM. High speed. Oh, it has high speed USB. This is again the reason why 54H20 is used in dongles. It's because it has high speed USB connectivity. Okay, well, whatever.
Lowest power draw, twice the RAM, 30% more virtual memory. Whatever. Yeah.
Okay, I think we're boring people.
I'm
Move
pretty
on. Yeah, I know. I'm freaking bored. Oh my gosh, man! There's so much crap news out here. AJ
Right,
AJ200 AI Flying Shuttle Edition 3955.
Okay.
Got to capitalize on the moon trip thing. AI mouse. Oh dear. Well, let's see. Oh, my Mousecast bingo is AI Razer dongle, not AJ's AI mouse. That's too bad. All right, next.
You should just release it like that, so you can just click the switch with your finger. No click.
Just leave it open.
Yeah. I know exactly where to put my finger on the switch.
Thanks for specifying.
New metal.
Dharma Shark M3S Max. This isn't old news, but there's a Max version now that has a coating, so that's kind of cool. Nice shape, and it's cheaper. It's $50 with 10% off right now. Needle Burrito.
Oh.
Okay. Next bit
Coating
of
is
news.
a good thing.
Yeah, unless you're
Very
Schwamper.
weird.
Oh wait, that's bad.
He doesn't like coatings?
Yeah, well, he
Crazy
has.
man. Never trust a man that doesn't like coatings.
Yeah, never. You heard it, guys. Xiaomi has the XME SMS X2 SYM 3955, guys. Exciting.
That has to be
name.
troll.
Oh man.
That has to be a translation error, right?
3955
Maybe.
XM 20k FPS. Is
was
this a
that, T-Link?
GPX?
58.
Yeah, it's a new
Sigma.
T-Link MCU. 8000 hertz, 6 megabits per second. Do we need that from a mouse? And look at the shape, guys. Innovative.
Yeah, I've never seen that before.
More innovative stuff. Remember this garbage product? Well, now you can get it in other colors. And it has a new version with 5 more in the sensor.
My VGN King was the worst mouse I've ever used.
Mine was bad.
Was it a QC thing?
So people tell me. I think it may have been the colorway, like this milky cream white colorway. I think it was just terrible, and then the silver one was good potentially.
Mm.
If I'm meant to believe people.
I had the white like you, and my clicks weren't as bad as yours, and mine did not have. Didn't you have creaking or something?
It did, yeah.
I didn't have that.
The bass
but
was popping, and the clicks were literally you could not spam them. They were so bad. Yeah.
it's a bad design. It was an awkward shape. It was expensive and not good. It was heavy. The skates were garbage.
The side buttons also just look and feel cheap for the design there.
They did.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird. It felt half baked. Oh, we already talked. Yeah, that's okay. Next bit of rapid fire news. What is this? Dharma Shark. Okay, well, apparently there's an M5V2 Discord link. Oh, smart. I knew it wouldn't work. Content is no longer available. Well, I tried. My backup did not have a backup. Next bit of news. Pro Series Buzz X coming soon. May 11th. It's a rock? No, it's a mouse inside the rock.
This is the first one of like 4, right?
Buzz. He's a sick player, though.
He's a sick player, but his mouse looks pretty basic.
Looks like an... I wanted to say Ergo, but I don't think so.
No, it looks... I think it's...
Interesting side button design there.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Masters Bangkok winner.
Yep.
Impressive.
I can't say that live.
Sure you can.
No one took the bait. Okay. Yeah.
Buzz X. Yeah, I don't. I'm not that interested in this one. I do like the like off gray. I'm over white and black mice. Give me gray. Give me beige. Give me a Noctua mouse.
Dude, that's what I love about the Vaxi new colors. They're
Oh,
they're
so
so good.
unique. I have the cream version, the limited cream version of the NPO1S Ergo. Man, it's so nice.
I need to try that shape still. Dang.
Did you want one? I can send you one of mine. I have two.
I mean, I don't want to put that on you, but I would also take one. I'll send you one of my billion mice. Maybe you have it.
We can discuss it after. It's really not a problem for me. I was just giving away stuff when people ask. I don't even have a Harut anymore. Somebody took my Harut.
Oh my god.
Somebody's like,
Wow.
oh, like I really wanted it, and for all my pads, I make a custom one for myself. I just on the design, I put my name on it on the corner. It's usually just like a sample when I'm doing it. And I gave him because he just wanted it so bad. I'm like, do you mind that I asked my freaking name on the logo? And he's like, no, it's unique. I'll take it. And I'm like, okay.
Ask
Here
for
you
it
go.
back.
Do you need my Harut? I can send you that. Do you need your own
it's
pad?
okay. It's okay.
That's funny.
This video that's been replaying the Zaiwu Gen 2 is now available in black. Who the hell cares? This is actually kind of cool. Here's Pulsar Super Glide 3 glass, now available in other sizes. There's a medium, which is a 330 by 260, and there's an XLE, which is a 500 by 450. So
Extra long extended.
Hell yeah.
another E word. Try again.
No, it has to do with the buzz. The slogan, you can say it in the masters. Like it has to do same
There's
thing.
a theme going here. Uh-huh.
What do you guys think about that size? I feel like that's what I want to do because I low-key don't want to do two sizes. I'd rather just do like an in-between size. But what do you guys think about that? Because the problem is like I've heard a lot of people tell me like if I did a 500 by 500, it won't fit on their desk. A glass pad is not like you can't drape the
I ran into
cloth.
that problem too. Or I ran into somebody recently who told me that as well. Yeah.
I feel like I might just have to do two different sizes then. But
Yeah.
500 by 450 I like because it's not like too much bigger, but it's like just that right amount.
No, that makes a
Especially
difference.
vertically.
Yeah.
Ask-
what size
ask
does
your-
Tech do?
He does I think something similar.
440 or something.
Yeah, something like that. It's like 520 by like 450 or
Oh,
something. or
for
460.
Kurosun, it's
60.
560 by 5.
No, his glass
40?
pads, like the Guardian,
Oh.
the Beast.
Yeah, it's 5 something by 4 something. And the idea is you have to scale the design aspect ratio, right? So there's a certain
Yeah.
amount you'd have to do it.
Oh, it's 500 by 450. Oh,
oh.
Yeah.
that is a good size.
Yeah, and that
Yeah.
maybe that means you can work with his packaging manufacturer because they already have like whatever.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
and you could
I
also reach
think
out
that's
to
a
him
good
for sales data, like how many units of each size he's selling.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, no, that's actually pretty good
Cool.
news. Would be nice. I like it. Says I'm dipping. Tech did also 500 by 450 for the Phantom. Says the guy who.
There was one
eats
question
mouse
from
gates.
Ortiz. When LockOn does the control pad, what's the artwork going to be of? Oh, I mean, he's just jumping. Okay.
Yeah, no worries. I can send you guys the artwork, but you guys aren't allowed to show the chat. How about that? It's
How
not
about
done
that?
yet.
Tease him.
Wait, can you
Tease him.
send it? And we'll do.
Yeah, I'll send
we'll
it
do
to
our
you.
reaction, but we won't show it.
Yeah, that's cool. So this isn't done yet. We're still working on it. If I say that I take like 4 months to make the art, this is 2 months in on. But this is the general theme I'm kind
Ooh.
of going for. But
Yeah, it's on brand with what you said earlier in the show.
Can I
yeah,
tell you
yeah,
what it
yeah.
reminds me of? Or will I give it away
look
too
at
much?
No,
look
you
at
can do
the-
that. I don't think people are gonna be able to put the context in.
And
I
Orlando.
haven't. Huh?
what Hanzo
It made me think of Anne Orlando.
Orlando, like
Anne
the ci-
Orlando. Dark
And
Souls.
yeah, I tried to put and there's the one on the right is actually a different style I'm doing without giving it
Oh,
away.
Ain Orlando.
But we'll see. We'll see which way I end up leaning.
No, I like this. Do you
I'm a
have?
fan.
There's
Yeah.
lots of little details in it. Do those things
Oh,
have like
interesting.
story that you would write up about on your website?
Yeah. Like I don't know if you guys remember, but for Harut, I did a whole storyboard, I wanted to do that with Odyssey so bad because the reason it's named Odyssey is because Odyssey just means journey, right? It was supposed to be like that kind of vibe, but I got so busy I just couldn't do the storyboard. But I definitely want to do that and like release it later, even for the Odyssey.
Yeah, that's cool, dude.
I'm so bored between those two different versions you have. Oh my gosh.
I know that's what I don't know which one I want to go with, and this would be the colored version, and then I wanted to mix it up because what I don't like about, and this is not really a spoiler, I guess. What I don't like about current black and white editions, even our Odyssey, is that like we just took a design that was made for color and made it black and white, and we tried our best to make it look cool, but that's not fair for people that like black and white. So the next design, the colored would play differently. I mean, you guys can see it. So the second, the latest thing I sent would be the black and white version, and it would be like kind of a different story in the same place. Like,
I see, that's cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
That's what I was thinking. We'll see what it ends up being.
I think none I like the left-hand one better.
I think
I was leaning towards the left too, but my wife actually likes the right side one. So
the right, you can like see the detail more, but the left one has like more of like just like a glow to it. Like it seems appropriate for the. Yeah,
I think this if you were to go with the right, you would need more detail on that thing that's in the distance because it's a little bit too. But then on the left, it's purposely obscured, and I think that adds to the mysticism.
Yeah, it's the glow that's like obscuring it, right? That's what I was going 100%. For. Something like
oh man, audience is probably like, just show us.
I know. And then with that, I was thinking of doing a minimal one to like something like the polarity, because I think it's about time we did something like that, because there's just some people that, even if I think our designs are cool, you know, there's some people that don't want to. Takusai. Yeah, I love his design. He talked me through it in person when he was making this when I saw him, and it was super cool. I mean, I love talking to him, so it's cool. Something like this
for a minimalist pad. We were glazing it when we talked about when we had him on.
Yeah, I think it's
the glass
amazing. Whoever thought of the geometric thing.
Yeah, clarity has not left my desk since I got it. So.
Yeah, I think it's amazing.
You could maybe do something like a LockOn logo, but 3D geometric, but then really subdued in grayscale colors, like kind of like what he did with the Glassworks G. Maybe there's something there.
Yeah, either that or like, not to throw it back to the Croc Crisis image, but if you see that mousepad, instead of the scales, it could be like little versions of our logo. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, like a repeating a fractal.
Yeah,
dude. You
You should, but like in a shape of our thing, and then keep it like grayscale with like the background being black, so it's minimal enough, but like there's enough detail.
Yeah, there's something cool you could do, man. There's something out there.
Yeah, because I think even if you do a simple design, like you can still make it very artistic. So I definitely want to explore that, but I'll probably release like 3 designs with the next one, and then give people options, see what people like.
Yeah. Okay, I want to move on. Last bit of news that we have here is we are not going to watch this whole ass video, but there's a $350 240Hz QD OLED by Alienware of all brands. I know we don't really do monitors usually, but y'all should. The TLDR is that this is an excellent display. It's OLED, so you get like amazing pixel response times. I would take a 240Hz OLED over like a 360Hz IPS, or especially TN.
I agree.
What do you have?
I have a 360Hz OLED. Yeah.
Nice. The one downside to this, the one catch with this monitor, it's only 200 nits peak brightness or whatever, instead of the usual 250-ish for most OLED monitors, so it's a little bit dimmer. But 350 is like literally, I don't know. That's a steal, dude.
Yeah. Look, that's a steal.
If you guys are interested, all 3 of us on the show here use OLED. So, it's really freaking good. QD OLED, personally, I'm not a huge fan because of the purple hues when it's off. I have a WOLED, as does Daz.
So do I.
Okay, solid. Yeah. Anywho, you guys should watch Monitors Unboxed if you are into like monitor stuff, because it's probably one of the better channels. All right. I think that's it for news then. Oh, did I forget to do the news banner? Well, that's okay. There, news. All right.
1 a.m. We may
Yeah, 1 a.m. I do want to highlight a couple community recap things. If you don't mind sticking around, could I have you stick around for one more thing, Basyl?
Yeah, of course. Handcrafted.
Let me open up the Twitter link. So, Orions.gg, we built a place where your mouse pad begins, not picked from a catalog, not one of thousands, made from your choice by hand. So, we have a video here. Person logs in. Access granted this AIS video. Choose your configure. Okay, step 1, choose your surface, and they have microscope pictures of different weaves. Okay, then you hit next in your configurator. Now you can choose your base. So they're showing like different close-ups of different like rubber bases. And they have like hardness and rebound ratings to them. Then next step is size. You can go XL, XXL. There's sliders for custom sizes too. This is like Matrova's. It's like, I swear it's like AI. And step 3 is edge design. So you can do stitched, edgeless, or covered edge. And then choose your stitching color. Matrova gave me this option when I ordered some. And I went with white. Or, sorry, black. That's why my Breeze has black around the
It's
arc.
a nice outline.
It's a good choice.
It frames it. Yep.
I think that's a good choice.
I don't know. Is this pie in the sky thinking? Would this be a game changer for consumers?
I don't think so. I'll be honest. My reasoning is the general consumer doesn't know what the hell those weaves would mean to them, or like how that would affect the roughness. Like somebody like me, I get excited when I see this because I kind of understand the weaves. I've sampled comparisons. I've seen it. But like if you go to a random consumer and you're like, build your own thing, and they're like, oh, what are my choices of weaves? Like, how are they gonna know? Like I think the idea is really cool, but I'm like, I'd be skeptical as like a business idea. You know what I mean?
It's like super enthusiast focused.
Yeah,
Not
it
even
is.
just standard enthusiast focused. Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. And
Yeah. General consumers want something that's more curated, complete.
and we're talking about general peripheral consumers, not even like the general. Like we're like in a niche within a niche now. But I think the idea is like really.
Yeah.
Razer's
I think-
idea to make, or SteelSeries to make decently good pads and put them at Best Buy is like
Yeah.
way more practical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't hate it though. It's very cool.
What do
No, it's
people
super
in
cool,
chat
but-
say? I would.
I mean,
I would buy some if
Oh,
the pricing was
100%.
good. Yeah.
Yeah. I would do it for myself too. I was more so thinking about it in the sense of like how would it would do as a product, you know?
Viability for business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just thinking too much like that as like a business.
No, I think that's a good
Owners of things.
perspective. Now, you guys as developers, do you see this as like Homeboy just vibe coded a demo website or something, and this would have some sort of real technical challenge to launch this and process all the different configurations and from the data side?
No, there's no real challenge there. It's actually finding someone to make all these custom sizes, I'm assuming, and not getting the cost blown to shit. That would be challenging.
I just assumed that
Different box sizes.
whoever's the factory is the one launching this. Like,
It would have to be, right?
Have to be. Yeah, it would have to be.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
even if you weren't a factory, working with a factory at this scale would be insane. Like, let alone like the language barrier. Like I had a mishap just language barrier where like they had a misunderstanding, and if you didn't notice, your Odyssey isn't numbered. That was like a translation error or something.
Oh, okay.
I wanted all the sample units to also be numbered, but something happened, lost in translation, and like they forgot to like put numbers on the samples. And of course, you guys are all nice about it, like most reviewers were. But like, imagine that on a scale of per order. You know what I mean? It'd be crazy.
What if you were to just like go on this website, place an order for 500 of something, and then upsell it as your own?
Oh gosh.
That'd be crazy. That would be crazy.
When you work with manufacturers, do they give you this kind of a configurator catalog?
Yeah, for cloth, it's very much so like this. Like I would actually say it's just like this practically.
Really?
For cloth. Yeah. And then once you configure it to like something you like, then you can go more in depth. Like for cloth, actually, for example, like one thing I really wanted to do with cloth is, you know how like after you do the heat treatment for the design, it gets very smooth.
Yes.
And I know, Daz, you like smoothness, but you might have realized I like texture. So
Yeah.
I've been trying to work out a way I can get my design on there, but make it feel like what a non-heat treated pad would feel like. I really wanted to do that. And so like, you know, once you get the fabric, the weave, and you do all that stuff, you can, you know, mess with the temperature and stuff like that.
I like
get
a
a little
heat too.
more-
Yeah.
To be fair.
Yeah.
Some sandpaper.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Last thing. I'm not going to watch this whole thing, but you guys definitely should. Speaking of manufacturing, Wooting did a tour of the factory that they use for their switches, and this is a phenomenal video. I sat down being like, okay, I'm just going to watch a little bit, then I'll watch the rest of Mousecast or something. Nope. I sat and watched the whole thing. Just really engaging. They just go through the injection molding. They go through, let's go to something more interesting to people. Let's see some switches. Yeah, this is all the switch housings getting oriented and the switch stems getting oriented for machines to assemble them. They talk about like different plastics. They talk about the assembly process. Here it is, pooping out little switches. They talk
The rate
about
of that just looks so funny. It's just like tick, tick.
Hopefully these are like RTINGs, not any of the other ones that were
yes,
not good.
these are the switches for the HE60HE V2.
Yep, that's right.
I really like the Wooting brand.
I do
actual
too.
girls.
As a whole, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they do everything right, from socials to collabs to like, of course, like as anybody goes, like we said, you can have a miss, but I really respect everything they do.
Even content like this is insane.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Insane.
There's
So
like a long interview at one point where they talked about like HE and TMR and why they haven't done TMR. That was super informative. Yeah. People were like, you should do TMR, and they're like, you think we haven't looked into that? Of course we've looked into that.
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, so their livelihood depends on it. You didn't think that?
Yeah. They were even
They-
like, yeah, it's nothing new, you guys. Like, we've known about
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
This they're showing here is QC checking, and it would say if it's okay or not okay. And it's testing. So these are okay. It's testing like the gram force of the spring. That's why it was doing 2 at a time. You like it moving.
The meme guy. the meme guy is like the okay.
Okay.
The guy.
Yeah, the editor had fun with this. They kept it engaging. He even has a Wooting branded high vis vest.
Which is like,
Send them out. We'll wear them on Mousecast.
Bro,
the
I actually
choice for the neon,
I have to
though.
wear them for my job. I would totally wear this. Now, different job sites actually make you wear different high vis. All right, because Basyl liked this, we're just gonna look at things move for a little bit. Okay, I think that's it for Mousecast.
Thank you guys for having me on, by the way.
Thanks for reaching out. It's
Yeah.
very much makes it so much easier on us. And we're more than willing to have most people. Yeah. This is
Especially,
perfectly well timed.
Yeah, other than like tech and like tunes and stuff, I like rarely get to talk to people, and you know, I'd say this is my passion and stuff, so it's finally exciting to talk to other people. Like even my friends that I play games with, like they don't really care, you know, they're just kind of
100%.
like-
yeah,
Yeah.
Cool.
they're
So-
gamers. They're not.
Yeah,
We
they're
love
not
repeat
mousers.
guests. So
Yeah,
jump
feel
on and
free
talk
to-
mice anytime.
Yeah. Anytime if you guys need a guest, hit me up.
Okay, yeah, especially since you can do these late nights. That's usually our restriction.
Yeah, we get
Okay.
whenever we have somebody from overseas, which is often, we end up at like 6 a.m. Eastern Saturday morning, which is
Oh gosh.
brutal.
I mean, it's good you guys accommodate them though. That's cool.
Yeah.
I actually
Yeah.
wanted to do a giveaway for the people in your Discord. So I guess like right now is probably not a good time to do that or announce that. Nobody's here, but we can figure that out. You guys can start a giveaway for an Odyssey in your Discord at some point.
If
Okay.
you made it this far in the episode, join the Discord.
the description.
Maybe you could- yeah.
Okay. Thank you guys so much
That's
for
awesome.
watching. Again, if you want to come on the Mousecast, if you have something to share, DM us, and we'll be back next Friday with another episode.
See ya.